All right, we're all set. All right. Welcome to the episode of the Bourbon Experience. This is our first live. So if you're tuning in, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. This is going to be a new one for us because usually we have to edit the dickens out of our videos. So that
edit the dickle.
The dickle. Yeah,
that's right. Comedy's live. Folks.
Yeah, right. So
it's gonna get worse from here.
so we're gonna have to. We're gonna. There's no editing here. This is what you get. So that's what it is. So, 100th episode, and if you think about what we've done over 100 episodes, we've had a blind competition that lasted for about 7-8 months. We've had a lot of reviews. We've acted like complete idiots through a lot of it. We've had some parodies.
Yes, and we acted like complete idiots.
Yes,
through it all, 100% of it.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so we thought, well, for the 100th one, we're gonna make it live. Get excited about doing that. So this show, what we're gonna do. Each one of the guys that's here, they're actually really quiet. I'm really impressed by them. Kudos to them.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. So what everyone did was they brought their own bottles. Some brought multiple bottles because they're showing off.
What is this guy complaining about?
I know, right? But we're doing a bottle share, and so learned this actually from a buddy of ours who we went over to his house. We did a bottle share there, and it was a lot of fun. And people can kind of sip from different bottles. So, anyways, so that's the game plan for today, and yeah. So, anyways, without further ado. Our first plan. Well, first one is we're gonna taste mine, right?
Yeah.
Now, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what you decided to bring. You actually brought all of these too.
Yeah, I did.
So if you're talking about people who brought multiple bottles, nobody's a bigger sinner on this stage than you are.
Sick burn.
Always defending them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But anyway, so yeah, this is what you can talk about. This is yours.
Well, so anyways, this is the Michter small batch. And it's pretty common, right? It's about a $40 to $45 bottle, but I hadn't had it for a long time, so I don't know if anyone else wants to jump in on that. But super smooth to the nose.
Or
if you want, you guys can have some.
Oh, we're allowed to have some?
Yeah.
You're allowed.
Oh, this is a drinking channel?
This is.
I know.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know. How dare you?
Did our producer just walk out the front door?
Yeah, so we are actually being produced, and he just left. So,
No offense, I'm short.
No, yeah, right. So this is kind of a new process, so just bear with us. So we actually have a producer, believe it or not. So, all right.
What's he getting paid?
What's he getting paid? He's getting paid
Room and
board.
Allowance.
So on the nose, I get a very nice smooth caramel, marzipan, maybe not. So
you're not going to ride that one to death tonight at all, are you?
I might. Just why not?
Yeah.
So
okay.
why not?
Yeah.
So
Ride everything else to death.
sure, why not?
Okay.
That's what she
That's
said.
what she said.
There's gonna be a lot of that tonight.
Yep, a lot of that's what she said. Good legs, nice legs. Yeah, right there. Yep. So.
Yeah, not a lot of spice aroma on that, but it's just this is a classic bourbon.
It's about as classic of a bourbon as you get, right? I mean, super smooth. I think it's a 90 proof, so it's not something that's going to knock your socks off. Yep, 90 proof. But I'll tell you what, I hadn't had it in over a year.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And man, I really like it.
It is nice.
That's a smooth one.
Tasty.
Yep.
That's like cherries and cream, I think.
What do you got? What? Have we got people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's right. I said I was gonna
Nice lineup of bottles. Thank you. Nice. Yeah, you can chime in and just let us know. So yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Yep. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. It's not even all of them. We've been doing some serious crazy collecting going on here. So so anyway, so Michter's this is a winner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, in comparison to the other one that you have, which is the sour mash, this one knocks the pants off.
Yeah.
You know,
It's just a different ride. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is a bourbon, not a rye.
Correct.
Whatever you said something was rye, that's fine.
No,
Amy said howdy.
There you go. Hey, Puck.
What's up?
Yep.
It's good to have family view. We got 12 people watching.
That's craziness.
I mean, not including the two of us up here.
Yeah. What? I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone hit the like button now.
I have no idea who Takasa and John T are. I mean, that's.
Yeah, right.
Awesome, Jeff.
Oh wait, oh that's right.
It
Yeah.
is.
Mitch-
Oh, so Jeff's
Mitch
on?
Rivers' nice tram.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot
so he
about
said
that.
love Mictors. Yep. So it is a good one. So, anyways, so that's our first one. We're all sipping on Mictors. Yeah, what?
Amy. No one wants to see us with our pants knocked off.
That's.
You beg to differ.
I don't want to see that.
I know you don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep running off the tables.
Yeah. All right. So, Robert wanted to. What do you got? What are you doing?
100th episode, right?
Yeah.
So, 100 bottles. I'm going to sample 100 bottles of bourbon during the show.
During the
During
show.
the show, 100 bottles. Here we go. One.
Oh my.
99 bottles.
Is there like a percent of this? What the hell is that?
9 bottles. So,
And those are hefty pours.
It's a 2-ounce bottle.
yeah, it is.
Is this like a cry for help? What the hell is that?
It's going to take me a while. I'll come back in a little bit.
Come back in a little bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
this might be a cry for help.
Peggy, what did you do to him?
Yeah, right.
Did he fall down the stairs again?
No, it's up the stairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's Joe
No.
Biden.
We're not supposed to do that.
I don't care.
So we're gonna have some moments where if we have offended you, sorry. We're just gonna call it like we see it. So,
Yep.
anyways, put down some comments if you some of you already have for Mictors, but this is you get your caramels and your definite sweetness from the there's not a whole lot of oak in there at all. Not that I got from it, but
No, there's not a lot, but
Yeah.
just enough that you get from the barrel, your typical
Mhm.
stuff. But it's just delicious. It's nice, basic, clean. And it's got for 90 proof has a nice long finish.
it does
It
actually.
actually has a nice finish.
Yeah,
The finish is excellent.
Really long for that's a good point. I like that. Look at that. Well, if you haven't figured out this channel, we are pretty much we're not professionals by any means. I mean,
I think they know that.
so they I think they do. But we are definitely what the whole point of the show, what we've done for is just to kind of walk through our experience getting into bourbon. And so because that, we're definitely not professionals and kind of just regular old Joes drinking. So that's why I think we're pretty relatable that way. Are people talking some?
Oh yeah. Peggy and Amy are making sure that Robert brought his filmy clothes.
So the joke that I don't know. He says no. Okay.
We don't need to go into family.
We don't. That's family business right
Yes.
there.
So
That's
back off.
yeah. We can't insert movie quotes. Like that's the part of the problem is we can't put in these little movie quotes throughout the video. That's the problem.
Well, we can, but we need to pay our producer more.
That's right. We would yeah. He's like what?
Double the salary.
All right. So who? Well, listen. You want to do yours next?
So 200 bottles then?
Yeah.
Some water.
How drunk are we now, there, Robert?
I'm in like the teens, so keep it up.
Goodness. All right, so Victor's is the first one right there. Ooh. All right. And so now, ready to work on to what did you bring, Nathan?
I brought in Sagamore Rye Double Oaked. So if you have not had this before,
Oh, good play.
See.
nice. Little
Well
late,
done.
late
Well done.
edition. So we did a short on this a few weeks ago. This is just real delicious. This is a fantastic rye. It just has all sorts of goodness. There's a lot of good, just graham crackery goodness with it, with some nice.
Well, just pour the damn thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta throw a couple, things in there, right?
Oh, yeah, warm water.
I got one. All right. So Sagamore double oaked rye is the game plan here.
Yep.
What's the proof on this bad boy? Let's see there.
No,
I got to
it
put my
says-
glasses on.
Well, here, let me read.
Yeah.
So 96.6.
Okay. A little bit now. Excellent. So this is the first time I'm having this one.
Yeah. So yeah, you've had the regular Sagamore rye,
Yeah.
which is
And it's not bad.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
not my favorite, but it's it's decent.
yeah.
So it's got your typical rye nose to it.
Yeah, and this is one of the things but it's kind of a unique rye in one sense where Sagamore just kind of does things differently. So I mentioned it in that short. They use a spiral kind of rye or a stave.
Okay.
So it has little incisions in there before they char it. So what it's doing is it's increasing its contact with wood surface
Okay.
by creating these little crevices for it to get in there and play around.
Gotcha.
So it just
It's very
really-
dark. I mean, it's a very
Yeah.
dark looking, whiskey there. So.
Well, and I think they double oak it for 6 or 9 months.
Oh,
So
really?
I think so.
Okay.
You can correct us in the comments.
Yeah. So Sagamore. Where is Sagamore?
Maryland.
Is it Maryland? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that.
I was like, Jesus.
Oh yeah,
Cool. I'm gonna watch somebody.
you get that nice double oak.
Mm-hmm.
You get that nice spiciness from the rye. But
Boy.
but then you just get this, like there's a kind of a Teddy Graham cracker kind of element that goes through it, and the finish kind of fades with that. It's
Yeah.
really good.
That's really solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's really good. And
I'm a big fan of this
what
bottle.
how much was that bottle?
I think it was 55, if I remember
Where
right.
did you found it here in Columbus?
Oh yeah. When Sagamore releases stuff, or when the good people at OHLQ, and that quotation marks around the good people, when they release stuff, when they get stuff from Sagamore, it's usually in big batches.
Mhm.
It stays on the store shelves for a little bit of time. They usually do a state pick once a year, which I did not do this year. I won't make that mistake again. Because
Okay.
I heard it was just awesome.
Really? It was and it was rye. State pick.
Yeah, they don't do any bourbons.
They don't do any bourbons? Okay.
They are exclusively rye.
Okay. Well, there you go. So if you are, if you're looking for a rye, that Sagamore, that's a good bottle. Grab that, would you? Yeah.
And
Excellent.
they source out to a whole bunch of people.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they do.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Alex
Didn't
needs
get
some. So where is it? So MGP?
No, well they may source out to some stuff to MGP, but I know that they do a lot of sourcing to. I know Barrel, I think, has used some of their stuff before.
Oh, really?
The Bourbon Junkies up in Michigan.
Yeah.
In Michigan still sucks.
I thought we weren't going to cuss on this channel. I thought it was going to be meat chicken.
Well, what doesn't matter?
Yeah.
It's just they still suck. But yeah,
Tippy
so-
Rubber can insert the movie quotes. Okay. He's sleeping on their couch. Very good. We have couch space, so Robert couldn't do that. We could put him on the couch.
Yeah. Well, his appearance here might end up having to turn the camera around so he can be on the camera.
Yeah, right.
At this point.
Right. All right, so that's a good one. I'm like, what do you guys think? Good whiskey.
Yeah, Teddy Grahams for sure.
Teddy. He said Teddy Graham.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And marzipan, of course, marzipan.
I tasted it.
Now that you guys
Tastes
taste buds. He was complaining because he was having a rye
Oh. Okay.
a rye fest
Yeah.
this week, and he was crying that his taste buds weren't there. So
And this tasted very nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
Mhm.
That's pretty good.
That is a good one. Okay. who we doing next? Who's next? Yeah, let's go get that in here. All right.
I'll just rotate out actually real quick.
No, you stay in. You know. There you go.
Oh, is this the one I'm gonna do?
Well, that's yours.
That's what you brought.
Oh, I brought that.
Here, scoot over.
All right, so there you go.
There I am.
Yeah, we gotta scoot over a little bit here.
It's your show now. Actually, I'm actually in frame, right, Jack? Yeah, I'm good.
You are.
Well, you-
It's a little off center,
We,
but
we can all join each other.
Get your hands off.
front. See
I
that?
can center it.
huh?
I can center it.
No, it's all
Okay.
good.
No, you can if you want to. Yeah, center. Are we gonna sing Kumbaya? Is that what you're saying?
We can do whatever you want. You're the boss.
Whatever. Whoops, that's a little bit of empty pour.
Well,
Oh my. That is
Yeah, I
that
got
is a Josh
Would
pour,
you
isn't
like-
it?
So, Dad brought
Old Forester Statesman.
yeah, Old Forester Statesman. So this is actually we got this for him for Christmas.
The 95 proof.
Yeah.
It is a bourbon, so it has the appropriate corn content and all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
All that stuff.
All that stuff.
All
yeah.
that stuff.
And it's a good pour.
Oh, well, see, the last time we had this discussion, it was not a fan favorite.
It wasn't a fan favorite.
You were not a happy camper with this one.
Now I'm gonna have to retry it again.
We're gonna have to retry
The
it.
correction is that we liked it. It just wasn't as good as the other Old Forester stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That-
not. It's
that
not the
could be.
part of their whiskey
Well,
roast stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, well, but Whiskey Row is pretty, is a pretty solid thing. The 1910, 1920, 1897, those are all.
You just told your nose to stuff it and went straight for the drink, didn't you?
I sniffed on the way.
On the way.
It's never all about the nose.
I don't. Do you get a lot of nose on that one?
No,
I
I don't.
don't. Huh?
I get some caramel.
You got a
See,
little bit of caramel.
yeah. It's
I
like-
knew all along there wouldn't be much of a nose, so that's why I went right for the.
Is that why?
It's all about
You
going
seriously
for the
get
goal.
citrus?
Yeah. Yeah, some kind of citrus. It's like it's light. But it's
Really?
yeah.
I'm not sure I would rank this as a numero uno, but it's got a nice taste to it. You don't think so?
I forget how much we paid for it. I think it's like around $50. But for
But
The-
you
the-
told me the
the-
price was not an issue.
whatever.
Well, I hope you learned your lesson for our 200 live.
I would say the problem with Old Forester again, and I'm still a little bent out of shape about it.
You're gonna
No way.
cry.
I know.
How could you possibly cry again?
But the
Man.
point being is that I like Old Forester,
Yeah.
but they.
So that's why you poured extra in your glass.
Yeah, that's right. It's expensive stuff, and it's the Whiskey Row series is excellent. I do love it, but when I'm paying $50 for that bottle, man, it better come out a little bit more. It kind of comes across,
Was it 50?
It was like $50.
Well, the problem is that they're calling it Old Statesman, and every year they have a special draw that they have for a president for that year. I can't remember exactly
That's the
what.
presidential stuff. That's not.
Yeah, that's the presidential.
Okay, but that's sort of in states.
Very different price range.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a different price range.
It's like
but
3 or 4 times the price.
yeah,
It's
but you.
really thin. Like all I taste is sweet on the back end, and it doesn't taste like anything else.
Yes.
It's just sweet.
57.
I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing to it.
I almost
It's not
can't even
full.
like tell any alcohol in there either. It's not there.
That's because we just drink that.
I mean, yeah, they could be.
Hey, can you center that a little bit more? Can we center it a little bit more? Because yeah.
Yep.
Like that.
It might take a sec.
Yeah, that's probably better.
It will be okay.
There's a delay on
There
that.
it's
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's fine. And it doesn't matter if we get. I think you're 100% right. Like you get that sweetness. There's there's just nothing else there. You know.
Don't get me right too. It's because of the rye. That rye has like really.
Oh,
powerful
it's
flavor, so like,
that.
that's probably gonna mask a lot of whatever we got in here, but it's just not.
No, the complexity of that Sagamore is just off the charts.
But this is the same kind of same kind of taste I had last time, where it was like, okay, there's nothing else to it. It's just this, and again, if I'm going to pay that kind of money,
Right. Well, if I'm going to pay $57 for it, it's going to be a 1910.
right, I'll go spend $7 more and go get a 1910.
Oh.
Thank you very much for bringing that knowledge. That might be accidentally a hefty pour.
Yeah. Oh,
There's no accident about it. It's okay.
mark the level it's at.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Right
we
now.
should. We should.
It's
Yeah.
going to go down.
You guys have shared with me plenty. I'll share too.
Oh, that's
So, anyways, I don't know if you've had the Statesman yet or not. I know it's on the newer end of the spectrum per se, but yeah, not one of my favorites. It is that.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It's
be,
alright.
I wouldn't be unhappy if somebody poured it into my glass, but I'm not going to go out and buy a bottle of it.
Right. Yeah, definitely not.
That's why you drank that plastic section and poured it in.
All right.
Oh, we got it.
I'm going to step out for a second.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Robert, are you okay?
I'm good.
You sure?
Almost done.
Right. Almost done.
Yeah. I mean, I just got a couple left.
You do not.
Yeah. No, those are empty. See? They're all empty.
He's been back there chugging.
How are
I
you
saw
not
him
dead?
He's got a better tolerance than you.
I guess.
It's not my first
This is
time.
where this is where we need an insert of Barney from The Simpsons.
Now it's time
There
for
you
the
go.
car racing challenge.
Is that 100?
100 bottles for 100 episodes.
Woo!
Drink responsibly, kids.
Yeah, or completely out of control. Completely out of control. All right. Well, we got next up. Which one do we want to do next? Because we got Mr. Dickel here. We've got all of this, just plethora of beauty.
Well,
beauty.
let's bring in Adam.
You want to bring in Adam?
Yeah.
No, do the Dickel thing.
You want the Dickel?
He just doesn't want to
I-
go on camera.
I mean, I'm gonna have to get on there eventually, right?
Yeah, right. You are.
Give him the D.
Yeah.
That's what.
Can I have the D, please?
Way!
Text.
Nice shooting, Tex.
That's what she said.
Oh
Things
my
I
gosh.
really didn't want to hear my father ever say.
Ever say. Ever. Well, we
How do you
can-
think you got here?
Apparently, he was watching clips of Meg Ryan in the bathroom.
Anyway, moving right
Come
along.
on, Andrew.
No shit, that's
Big
really
Ryan
happened.
interest.
That really happened.
Wow, any hopes of being monetized have gone right out the window.
No one watches these anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's that fan.
You can't say him on the air.
Yeah.
Who cares? Nobody's listening.
Yeah, nobody's
anyway.
listening. I love the part where he kind of takes the glass and flicks his hair with
Yeah,
it.
I
love
noticed
that.
you did that on one of your
Yeah,
shows.
I did. I love it.
Yo, where the hell?
All right, so who wants to come up next? We'll just kind of keep. Let's do the Dickel. Let's go Dickel.
Let's go, Dickel. Let's go, Dickel.
Boys, is that a 750?
Oh, you're not live right now, are you?
Oh yeah, we are.
Is that
Oh,
750?
we're full.
Frank, looks like a bigger Dickel than that.
Nope. That's all it is.
I've seen so many bigger Dickels than Dickels.
Like,
If the big
oh my
fits.
goodness. You'd think they'd lean into it a little
We
bit
are
and
now
have the bottle
officially out
change
of
shape.
control.
Fits.
Over time, it just morphs into
That looks
more of
like
a straight.
a Captain Morgan's private stock barrel.
Nope.
That's tight.
Oh, there's something private about Dickel.
This one.
When we go back, we should edit it and like have a censored black box going on.
We can't show you this song.
All right, pour it, yeah.
Robert.
Anyway. Oh my God! All the
So this is a
Dickel
ten.
jokes.
So Dickel is a Tennessee whiskey.
So whiskey, it's not a bourbon, right?
Right.
So would you
Well,
say that
sure
bourbon?
that.
You say bourbon drinkers are like more attractive than whiskey drinkers in general? Or what? I don't know.
Well, it depends.
Well, definitely.
It depends on who you ask. Well, it does say single barrel whiskey.
Right.
Some,
This is a single barrel.
But yeah, but Jack Daniels, is it a whiskey or is it a bourbon? And there's,
Oh.
there's-
Tennessee whiskey.
right, but there's a,
Yeah,
there are a lot of
we need
people
to
saying-
ask-
Listen, I like bourbon. I don't like Tennessee whiskey.
we need to ask the expert.
You haven't tried it yet, this one.
All right, so
yeah,
We'll see, right?
Well, I gotta
I
clean
haven't
my
tried,
palate.
none of us has tried it, so.
Yeah, we gotta try it after 25 minutes of being live. So.
Right.
are we at 25 right now?
Yep.
Not bad.
And we're on up the second one, right?
Yeah.
Third one.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's okay.
Fourth. I can't.
fourth one.
I don't get much of a
Math
nose.
is
Do you get
hard.
much of a nose?
It's not,
Kind of.
there's a toast to it.
Okay.
little bit, not much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get much of a nose.
Little sweetness, but not a whole lot. I mean, it's not really huge. No, wait a minute, you've been drinking 2-ounce bottles all afternoon.
Mhm.
You,
Oh, yeah.
you did a Old Forester pour.
Well,
No,
I-
sorry, no, Maker's
Maker's
Mark
Mark pour, right? Yeah. Well, 100 bottles. Yeah. What are you gonna do, right?
Ooh, that's different.
Citrusy almost.
Okay, well, I get,
What is that?
I get that.
That's not. I don't mind that.
Definitely different than a normal bourbon, that's for sure.
It's almost. I was gonna say charcoaly, but were you thinking that too?
Yeah,
How would it compare with the Hamilton Dark?
Oh, that's
Mhm.
completely different.
Well, you said that when you first said it's different. You were.
I wouldn't go Hamilton Dark because Hamilton Dark is a more of a rum kind of esque
Okay.
flavor.
The smell almost has like that moment when you crack open the peanuts from their shell.
Okay.
That dusty peanut smell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's that's fair. It's kind of nice. I like
It's
the
in
flavor.
there
It's-
with that charcoal.
I like anything that's different,
Okay,
right?
This,
Anything that's-
this label goes along the same damn lines as that illegible one that I from last week, where it's like the font color blends in with the decoration.
that was
you can't read a
that
daggone
was Old
thing.
Elk. Old Elk was the.
Couldn't read it. You're right.
As
It's Sanskrit, I think.
Good luck. Congratulations, you majored in a 20,000-year-old dead language. If you have not seen PCU is a must. If you like this channel, you should go watch PCU.
For everybody else, it's probably very offensive. No.
Yeah, totally.
which means it'll help you grow up. That
And
is
it's definitely
idiocracy.
not PC.
Idiocracy.
Yeah, idiocracy is good. But the only thing wrong with idiocracy is that it started the Crocs phase.
Oh yeah, because they took a failing company and gave them money
Yep.
to be in their movie. Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah.
what else did we taste out of that? This is what it's 84% or 84 proof. I
It's all right.
Not bad. Drink this. I'll definitely
I
drink
mean,
this.
it's definitely a lot better than.
What was the MSRP on this?
I have to remember. I got it a while ago, and I just was saving it for this. So.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, as a 15-year single barrel, so I'm surprised that it's 15 year. I don't get a whole lot of oak on this.
No, you don't.
For 15 years, that's pretty
Yeah.
light in that category.
Yeah, I'll say that.
This might actually be the oldest whiskey I've drank. So
Well,
in my
it's
fast
close.
experience.
It's close.
I wonder, they don't have to use new barrels though, right? Like they can use used barrels.
They can
For
do what
whiskey.
you right.
Well,
That's
for
probably why.
whiskey, yeah, I don't know what their process is. That's the thing. Like that's what the argument is with Jack Daniels. Is Jack Daniels follows the bourbon process.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's different is after it's done, which still qualifies it as a bourbon, they just filter it through. They run it their filtration through
Their
charcoal.
system.
Yeah.
So that's it. You know.
It's different. I don't mind it, but I know that like the cheap version of Dickel is like something you probably is not considered worthwhile.
I've never had that one. So.
I've
Which
heard-
one
I-
is this?
This is the Dickel single barrel.
Dickel single barrel 15.
It's, I mean,
We call it the Dickel Trickle.
the Dickel Trickle.
But the bottom shelf stuff or this?
Yes.
Or Dick Trickle, which was a
NASCAR driver.
NASCAR driver. There you go. So Dick Trickle.
History.
There you
Good.
go. History.
This on the other end is Trick Dickel.
All right. So hey, if you've had their single barrel, let us know. But not it's not bad. I would like to know how much it is because I don't. I mean, I
I'll
don't
look it up, yeah.
I don't know how much I would spend on it, but that's maybe 25, 30, 40 bucks.
I'm fine having it if Robert pours it in my glass.
I figure
Yeah,
out
there you go. There you
Usually
go.
how it works, right?
There you
You
go.
know, it's all right.
It's alright.
You
I
know,
agree. I
if
don't think
it's-
I'd bite again.
What
You
if
don't think about it again?
Yeah.
what if Robert were to wear an outfit when he poured it in your glass? Would that
That's good deal.
make it
Right.
even better for you?
If you,
Well, the
definitely.
thing is, he's probably finishing that bottle so he can put on the outfit.
Yeah.
He already finished 100 bottles.
I know it's already finished.
Put on an outfit for Robert,
Yeah.
please.
Dude, we got some pantyhose and tights upstairs. He can go sit there and put them on. You know, right there.
Yeah, yeah.
sure.
This is comfy clothes.
Yeah. It's Josh's French maid outfit.
I don't know,
right.
after 100 bottles
Wait a
of
minute.
water,
I don't know if he's gonna, I don't know if he's gonna wear the pantyhose
Wait a
after
minute.
you.
I know. There, you stressed them all out.
after 100 bottles, I'm pretty sure his comfy clothes are his birthdays.
That's Josh.
I'm going
That's Josh on Clue night.
Pretty sure his comfy clothes are a coffin.
Don't tell anybody about that.
That's why you always want to play
Like
Clue.
anybody
That's
does.
already
Always.
All right.
Okay. See you.
All
All right.
right.
Cool. All right. So there we go. Let's move that. We're kind of moving them over here.
Moving right along.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
We are birds of a feather.
So just so you know, so Jack was giving me the sign of 30 minutes, and we've already had 5 of these. So-
yeah. Oh, yeah. We're in
What do you
trouble.
want to do? Take a break?
No. See,
Is that
I
a
already knew.
challenge?
When we decided to do
Let's
this
have a
live.
nap.
Well,
Live
when you get up here, you were going through 5 of them.
Yeah. So when
I mean,
we
I can
decided
do
to
a
do this
couple of
live,
split
and I was thinking, there's going to be casualties from this one because we've already had 5, and exactly. Okay, we got to roll up our sleeves, but
And
we
Robert's
got-
had over 100 now.
Did
Well,
did one of you want?
I didn't realize Robert's passed out on the couch over there.
I know.
Put your pants on.
Ladies and thank you.
Did one of you want the MSRP on the Dickel?
Sure. Yeah. How much was it?
52.
52.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't pay
not
for
worth
it.
it.
Wouldn't pay for it. Wouldn't pay 52 for that.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks, Robert, for spending $52 on a drink.
Yeah.
You won't have to.
Last time you get it from me.
Why are you talking about it? He's asleep.
Yeah, well, he talks in his sleep.
Yeah, he responds to things in his sleep.
Yeah.
Producers are meant to stay quiet.
Well said. Well said. Well said.
Much like children.
Seen and not heard.
Okay. Well, we are up to. We've got.
A few of yours.
Yeah, I can do
You might.
You can do a couple of
couple
his.
of
a couple.
Oh my. So are we gonna drink all these?
Well, yeah, just do
Holy
like just
crap.
teeny
Okay.
bit.
Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Dude,
Pour an
you
entire
pansy.
To quote Victor McLaughlin in Fort Apache,
Yeah.
we've a man's work ahead of us.
Excellent call. I like that. I like that. Okay. So Adam, who has been in how many episodes have we had? Like 4?
2, and then I was off in the distance, and one I was.
You were, yeah, you were in the background
He was
chirping.
he was in the semifinals,
Yep.
the final.
Semifinals and the final. So, and thanks for him for coming back because dude, his sarcasm is like right on our level.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we have to get up to his level. With
Oh, is that?
it is.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
So, well, you were in another video because we went on the tour and you were in that.
Oh yeah, but I don't think I was in a lot of it.
He was in the short.
Yeah.
We were hammering, going up and I was hammering the
do
bone.
not bust on him for his height. That's
Yeah,
not nice at
you
all.
know what? You stand over here.
That's
so
not
I-
nice at all. That's not nice at all. I wouldn't put up with that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Okay. Which one?
yeah, is there a stool or something I can stand?
All right. So Adam, on his own, he distills some of his own things.
Nathan, are you trying to get it out of his level?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We're just trying from his perspective.
From his
I
perspective.
really appreciate this guy.
All I need is a blue shirt, and I'd be like, Papa Smurf.
Just make it-
Give him a white beard. Yeah.
yeah.
We know what Papa Smurf was doing with
Smurfette.
Giggity.
Oh, you had
Why do you think you have to go there?
There's only one Smurf that's female in that whole thing.
Yeah, and there's a whole lot of
And
it.
they all
So
call him Papa.
yep, dude was getting it done. Getting it done. All right. So
I don't know how it feels standing next to you. while you're-
you should
Getting
be
it
very
done.
you should be
talk
uncomfortable.
bourbon.
You should definitely be uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
All
uncomfortable.
right. So very nice. You
Back
don't
up
see it.
just
My
a
son
little
brought
bit.
a stool down for Adam to step onto.
Oh, it's very nice.
Somebody get up here.
All right, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
do the rest of it from up here.
There you go. Hey, look at that. Hey.
Now all the ladies
Nice. You're not even on the screen. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, so but anyways,
Alright.
Adam, what he does, he distills some of his own spirits, and is working on, kind of creating his own product. Honestly,
Yeah.
and so he's got a whole line of stuff. So I'm gonna kind of feed that off to you. Like,
Yeah, so this is not none of this is bourbon. Technically, it can't be bourbon because whatever.
Yeah.
Great description.
I like that. That's a great. It's just whatever.
Yeah. So I got for you guys. I got a couple of different rums, and then I also brought brandy and a whiskey. It's a little bit different because I used rum stave for it, so it's got kind of a rum sort of taste to it as well. But
Nice. Which one are we doing first? Then?
yeah, let's just do the honey.
The honey rum.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's here.
And
Yeah,
you-
spill a little
you-
bit right there.
I think we've all had the honey rum before. Well,
I think we
brought it-
have.
I brought it down to Kentucky. with
Yeah,
me.
we have it down in Kentucky.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Lots of nice funk.
What you need? Are you trying to save this for anything or what?
No, I don't.
Dude,
We got a whole bunch of them, man.
I'm just messing with you.
You can
No,
drink
no,
whatever
no,
you
no.
want.
Not
later.
having
He's-
too many to drink.
No, basically what Adam's doing, he's like, hey, or what Josh is doing, he's like, hey, let me act like dad. I'm gonna complain about the size of the
yeah, right,
porridge.
right there. That's fair.
No, I'm
Oh,
trying.
I know
Speaking
the
of
funk.
running jokes,
Yeah, there's definitely some funk in there. It's balanced pretty well with the honey, though. Honey's got kind of a funky sort of
It does.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
so
sweetness to it.
it plays it up.
Yeah.
But that's a nice nose.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
What's the,
That's super sweet though.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got well, so the rum's kind of sweet itself anyway. So
Right.
and you'll probably be able to taste that from
Right.
the other one that I've got there. But yeah, it's 100 proof, which it doesn't really do.
It does not drink like 100 proof.
Yeah.
So this,
No, not at all.
so this Adam's honey rum, 100 proof.
Yeah.
It almost looks like lemonade.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know.
No, I just dig that. Like the stuff that he's made, like the rum stuff.
But what kills me about it is you are not a sweet guy,
No.
and so this would constitute something like normally you would be not interested in it.
Yeah, this is
But-
way out of my wheelhouse. But when I do have a hankering for something sweet,
But
this would
Th-
definitely hit the spot.
this is a
I mean,
nice.
this
It's
is-
a nice. It's when you have a rum, you want to have the funk. And I
personally
definitely get the honey out of the nose. Definitely.
Oh well, the honey translates over
It
real
does.
nicely. Did you use that apple blossom honey with this? Because you ended up getting
No,
me
I
some
just
of it?
used regular honey from the store.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's raw honey, so
Yeah.
the bare honey.
The fake honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The we'll call it honey because legally we can't.
No, it was real honey. It was just from Costco.
There we go.
Yep.
That's a nice rum. That is a nice rum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. John T. Whoever you are.
Who is John T? I don't even know who that is. Okay, good. Well, should we do? We want to do a second one?
Yeah, we might as well go for
Let's
the
do
other
it.
Let's do the second one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man.
Should I wash that out or no?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Mhm.
You think I should?
Yeah.
Hold on, give me a second.
I'm just gonna make it.
Yep.
This is unopened, right? Warm. Oh,
Yep.
warm like pee. I love it. I'm drinking
Yes.
pee right now.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
Well, if she's on a date with R. Kelly.
Earlier when she was drinking my pee, that's exactly what she said.
Oh, man.
That's what Diddy said? Is that?
That's what Diddy said.
What's that? That what I miss?
He's like that. The water is warm like pee.
Oh.
Yeah, we definitely.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Classy is what that is.
What movie is that from? That's nice.
That's not.
Well,
I don't know what the hell movie
you just
that's
did,
from.
you did two movies there.
Okay, I did do, but I did. But okay, so
Which movie do you want?
that's nice.
Do you do Billy Madison?
Billy Madison, very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
When he's got the sprinkler.
Yep. So he's sitting on the sprinkler, like
Yeah.
that's nice. All right. No
Other one was Dumb and Dumber.
Are you trying to break shit?
I am trying to break. I am. I'm trying to break.
That's nice.
Jesus.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
no, it's actually it's
Oh,
more.
it's coming
Yeah.
out.
That feels nice.
But he misquotes everything all the time anyway, so it still counts.
Oh, get out! Yeah,
I don't know if it counts.
Oh, stop arguing.
I do. I do. I do. All right. So tell us about this
Oh,
rum.
careful. I think it's
Oh.
when you pour it.
So tell us a little bit about this this
Yeah,
rum
oh,
that
yeah,
you guys
there's
are
only a
doing.
little bit.
So this one is it's the same rum as the honey rum,
Yep.
like the base, but I stuck a bunch of staves in it. So I did 400 degree toast for like 35 minutes, and then I did a medium char for one bottle.
Yeah, I definitely
and,
get that toast.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
a heavy char for the other bottle, and then I merged those together.
And this is a
about half
rum?
and half. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
It's the same as the honey rum.
yeah. Mine
It's the same as the honey rum.
Yep.
Mine
It
is
does
the
not
Same
knows
base.
that.
It's the same base as
Is that really?
Is it have honey in it or?
No, there's no honey in it. It's just
Okay.
just a wood flavor.
Mm.
Wow. That's completely different.
Right, like that.
Do we have some spillage in?
Yeah, for something completely different.
Something completely different.
Well, I dig that nose though. I mean, just in the contrast to what we have with the honey rum,
Definitely.
that is.
It's not bad.
Boy, I dig that nose. I can smell that all day.
You'll be able to
The
taste
the
that.
stave additive in there is awesome.
Right,
What-
yeah.
what was that?
It's good, right? You'll be able to taste because I used the same staves that I took out of the bottles for these and I put it in the whiskey.
Yeah.
So it's got
Reuse your sleeves.
just for the whiskey. Only when I put it in the whiskey.
Oh my gosh, the purist over there. Yeah, right?
It's not. It's. I'm not making bourbon. I'm trying to push the envelope.
Is your rum based off of more of a Jamaican style rum?
Yeah,
That
actually, I
funk
was
there?
trying to go with like an Appleton Estate.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
So it's like very reminiscent.
Do you have a bottle of that
What?
Appleton Estate?
Not at home, or not. I didn't bring them. Oh, do you want to compare
I
it?
would.
Yeah. We'll have to do another video. And then
Oh, gee. Tune in for our 114th episode.
as soon as I can drive my ass back down.
Not bad. Not
I
bad.
like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
It definitely tones that char tones down the funk.
It does.
A
Yeah,
lot.
but you can still.
I get the funk out of that.
The funk is definitely there in the smell.
I get the funk.
When you taste it, it I think you're right. You're battling the char with the funk, but it's still
Yeah.
there. It's
Yeah,
just
it's-
riding through.
It's more
kinda-
mid palate, and a
Yeah.
little bit. It's stronger on the mid palate. It's there on the end,
Yeah.
on the end.
but in terms and it sticks around in the finish. But on the immediate, on the front of that though, it's not. It's mostly the char and the rum
I agree with that.
aspect. But
That's. I agree with all that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
good job,
you're
Captain Vanilla.
It's kind of
Marzipan.
like you're
It's
eating,
marzipan.
It's marzipan.
eating a piece of toast with some cut up banana on it.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, I can totally see
What's
that.
that again?
Okay.
It's like eating a piece of toast with some chunked up banana on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except it tastes better.
Damn, dude. Once you start this damn channel.
Yeah, he's the expert now.
He is.
I don't have the time.
He got very serious.
He did. He, like,
I don't
got
have
a little offended.
Man, I don't have time. Like you do this dumb bullshit.
hey.
I don't have time.
Your life sucks.
Yeah.
You start the damn channel.
Listen. He's what makes the wheels on the bus go round and round.
Yeah.
All right.
So why don't we stop and I'll do because I can do the two.
Okay.
Like those are basic.
You want to do that?
varieties.
Okay. And then so we can either do the E.H. Taylor or the 1910.
Bye.
That sounds like a winner. Oh, so you what you want is an encore, is what you want.
Or you can just take those off if you want. You don't get to drink any of those.
Nope. Gonna be drinking them. Gonna be drinking them.
Adam, he's sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Okay.
You better be sorry.
Shut it.
Why don't we go ahead and do the
Shut it.
1910 and I can.
What's that?
Why don't we go and do the 1910?
All right, you want in?
Oh, would you like to run? You want to run this show?
Well, that way I can finally show you how it's done.
Hey. Hi,
All
by
right.
the way.
Hi, by the way.
So we got Alex back. So obviously this is a family affair, but we got Alex back, and I can't believe he's drinking a Monster. I can't believe it. I'm gonna put that on the video.
What?
It's not a Monster. Okay. we've had these arguments. These if you.
His son, not me.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't drink that nonsense.
We're good. We're good.
Chill,
bro.
chill,
bro.
Boy, I need a shot.
Sorry, his producer. Not
Yeah, the
If-
producer.
If he wants to drink nuclear piss water, let him.
No,
His
not yet.
choice.
Not yet. Stop.
I know, right?
Stop. Okay, so Alex, who has been in the show quite a bit. We've had you probably what 20 shows.
I don't know. So we've had a good chunk of them.
Yeah,
but
good chunk.
not as many as I want to be, but you know.
Yeah. Not as many as we want you. Well, as a matter of fact, 2 more than we
No,
want you
I
to
mean,
be.
it's contractual.
It's contractual, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, so what did you bring?
Well, I brought the Old Forester 1910.
Why?
our-
What do we do? What's a big Old Forester? Yeah, I know. I'm not complaining. I was like,
Well,
Shut up,
I
dude.
brought the one that I know that you guys don't have.
Correct.
So that way,
And my
you
favorite.
guys could have it because outside of your weird obsession with the 1920, it's been the best one out of all.
It's the best.
I like the 1920. The
It's
1920.
good.
Yeah, if you like the 1920, say something. Like, come on, we can't put up with that. The 1920 is brilliant.
10 better.
But
It
if
is
you
10
mix
better.
if you mix the two
Robert's so
50
good at math. Math's hard.
That's hard.
But if you mix the two 50/50, you can call it the 1950.
This officially is Old Forster's
There you
double
go.
oak.
Actually,
Is
that's
what,
the thing. You can go online and print
did you
labels.
see that?
Yeah.
Can you really?
Yeah. Hey, I think you're done.
Welcome to the channel formerly.
Yeah, right.
Hey, bartender,
How about that?
cut 'em off.
Yeah, cut him off. All right.
He's trying to swirl in the glass and he's
Splashing
trying to,
all over the place.
Yeah, like a rookie.
But this is their double oaked. Is really what this is, and this is a brilliant pour.
Yeah.
And I haven't had it in about 4 or 5 months.
I actually haven't had it since we brought it on the.
I
It's
think
about
it
a
was
week
the-
after we had it on the show.
Yeah, that's about the same time I had it last.
Yeah.
Or no, because when we went down.
We had it when
Because we had it when we were down there.
We went down when we went down to visit. We had their
Yeah.
their 1910. I had
Oh, yeah.
I had 1/4 of that pour.
Oh my goodness.
Eight.
That's the second time in this show
Oh well, you were crying about Maker's Mark.
because I had more grievance with Maker's Mark than you.
Oh whatever. Okay.
The big problem with the Old Forester one was that it was the same whole leading thing that you would get with any other tour. However, we just paid basically for the better whiskeys, and he didn't get enough of that.
We paid quite a bit for the tour. It was supposed to, and we were supposed to get, their birthday.
No, we were supposed to
their
get
birthday
You're
bourbon.
right, you're right.
We did get the birthday bourbon.
We got the birthday
Yeah,
bourbon, we got the single bourbon.
I had very little. of the
He
birthday
knew you
bourbon.
were a dick, so he gave you less.
There we go,
Whatever.
folks.
I had a decent pour.
Mystery
and-
solved.
And to be honest, out of all of them, the birthday was my favorite. So
Oh, I love the birthday, but I would have liked to have had a little bit. I mean, I would like to have had a little bit more.
Yeah, see, I preferred the single barrel, but either way, it didn't matter
Yeah.
because we couldn't buy it either
Well,
from the gift shop.
Yeah, and on
That
top of
was
that,
the
and
other thing.
if you've been
Yeah.
watching the show,
You already know.
we are. But if you haven't watched the show, one of the things that we are big about with tours is if you're going to put us on the tour, allow us to buy that bourbon.
Yeah.
Have that opportunity to buy that bourbon. So when we went to the Old Forester and we couldn't buy the birthday bourbon, have an exclusive into it. I get it. It's a special bourbon, fine. But then we had the single barrel. We couldn't get a hold of that. What was the other tours that we've done?
Well,
here's the thing: if you're going to take a tour, you should be able to buy the whatever bottle that you're tasting at the end of the tour. If you're just doing a tasting to say, hey, can I taste this? That's fine. You're paying for that. We did a tour on top of all of that. I would expect
Yeah,
there to be
the
a little bit.
opportunity.
But
You know.
the problem at Old Forester was we also didn't get satisfactory tasting in
Well,
volume.
yeah, we already said that. Yeah,
That-
right.
yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm saying it's not just we couldn't buy it, but the tasting.
Correct.
Was bad.
So
That conversation was 20 minutes ago.
yeah.
Okay.
Edit that out.
But so when you do tours, and if you have not done a bourbon tour, I would definitely challenge you to find those tours that really kind of take care of you. make you feel like you're a part of it. So, for
They
instance,
let you drive their car.
yeah, why not? Jeff the Creed almost did. We almost got to drive the car at Jeff the Creed.
Oh, yeah. Forklift?
You know,
Sure we did.
Yeah.
Sleep in
right.
your bed.
Aside,
you know-
aside from the sign that says, "Please don't drive the car," and we
he
deflate
drank
the tires so you can't drive the car.
He drank all of Robert's while, because since Robert wasn't
Yeah.
there, so
Oh,
he
sure.
thinks a little bit differently about that tour.
Sure. I love that tour. Jeff the Creed was great. I loved it. You know, and it's good stuff. You know.
Yes.
Are we at? Yeah, nice. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
So,
But anyway,
1910.
it's
If
great.
you've had the 1910, man, that nose is nice.
Yeah,
That is a nice nose.
no, just rich.
Caramels, almost like this sugary something. I don't
I
know.
think it's just deeper than a caramel. I'm like
Yeah, there's
more of like a dark toffee, kind of molasses almost kind of aroma.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. That-
With
smell
all-
what?
I smell the first one. That's all I smell. That's all I can smell.
yeah, marzipan.
No, it's not marzipan. I smell the other Old Forester. That's what I smell. I don't.
Oh,
that's
really?
not what I taste, but I smell.
You smell Statesman?
Oh, I
just
see.
Old Forester.
Wow.
Okay, so to me, the
There's
nose
a huge-
between the Statesman and the 1910 is like night and day
Yeah.
for me. Night and day.
On the taste, I agree. I very much like this one way more than that. This has a lot more body, a lot more like complexity.
Then you get
I mean,
a
there's,
different nose.
there's
but-
almost nothing.
Yeah.
left.
It's Statesman's pretty nondescript.
Let me
And going-
let me sniff that one.
Going straight
Oh, you
bottle
just
to
fucking-
bottle.
Let me sniff it. That's.
Sorry.
A bottle. See, even if you're just going
My
bottle to
bad.
bottle without the Glencairn,
When I get
I
nervous,
still get.
when I get really nervous, I sniff.
I can't sniff. I smell the same
So
fucking thing.
a nice trick that I actually learned from
Superstar.
watching several different bourbon channels is if you take the glass, upend it onto
Oh
your
yeah, and
palm,
rub it.
and rub it,
Yeah, yeah.
That's what she said.
Sometimes I like to take myself and tip myself.
and you
over
get
and rub it.
you get a lot of different stuff that you're not always going to get when you. I tried to talk over it. I really.
I knew you did, but it was absolutely hilarious. So sometimes I like to take myself.
You get more
Bleep.
of the non-ethanol.
Yeah, you get the actual.
You get
sense
what?
out of
Yeah,
it.
you get the actual sense out of it.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
The odors.
The
Goodness,
odors.
odors.
Hey,
like
hey,
Fremunda.
you've got a few more before you can start acting this way.
Get a little bit of
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I gotta get
Fremunda.
up really in the morning tomorrow.
So do
No, that's
I.
for my rum.
Okay.
I got more
Because
bus
that's
work to
what's
do.
in there.
Yeah.
So 1910. I'm sure a lot of you have had the 1910, and man, the more and more I have it, so when I come back to it, it is that good.
So here's the question: do you get banana? Because that's one of the things that the Whiskey Rose kind of known for.
I
is
do.
A lot of banana.
I do.
Bananas Foster.
So part of the thing is we just came from the rum, and
Yeah.
that had a lot of that banana funk to it, right?
Sure.
So this is a different kind of banana. This is that like banana Foster's type of a smell
Yeah.
to me. It's
Kinda
like
like a
that.
cooked banana.
Refined
Yeah,
banana.
cooked with sugar
refined banana.
and
Banana with marzipan?
yeah.
Yeah. Refined marzipan.
We should have put a poll on this. How many times is marzipan going to be
We
mentioned?
should have had a
Banana.
counter every time he does it. Jack would have just gone like, I mean, he would have been.
I don't even
No,
know what
you would
marzipan.
have.
I still don't
You
know
would
what
have had to have
marzipan tastes
carpal
like.
tunnel surgery if we did
You
that.
need to get some. It's candy.
It's candy.
What?
All right.
He didn't
well-
say it was good candy. He just
Yeah,
said
right.
it
Yeah.
was candy.
It's
So
British candy.
right now, when we come across this line, like, to be honest with you, this
that's
is
so
this is
good.
my favorite. Like, I love the 1910. The 1910 is not hot. When we first, so we used to take, we did a tasting at I think it was at your place.
No, it was mine.
Was that yours?
Yeah, with all.
With the whole whiskey row.
Well, it didn't have 1870, but I got the small
Okay,
bottles of
yeah.
the main three.
Yeah.
We had the 1897, 1910, 1920.
Yeah.
This does not burn at all.
No.
This is a nice, good sipping bourbon right here.
And it, I mean, you know, and it is, what is it, 93 proof. So I mean, it's a little bit warmer than. Of course, it's right there.
Well, it's
But
the
a little bit
lowest
warmer.
outside of 1870.
Right.
Because I think 1870 is 90.
Well, or they're regular.
1920 is a 110.
115.
115.
And then obviously 1897.
This is a good bourbon, gang. Like this is it.
And if you're interested in raising your proof a little bit, this is a good one to go with because it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't burn like the other ones.
You don't get the hug. I have no hug on this.
Yeah. Which is weird. Old Forester
feel like
tends to give me a hug.
It does. It does.
You know, that's funny because I haven't had a hug on whiskey since I started taking medicine for my heartburn.
Well, that's weird. We really want to know the ins and outs of your medical history.
Are you gonna have your doctor watch this live as your next doctor's appointment?
The 101st episode. The 101st episode is going to be at the doctor's visit, watching him getting.
Listen,
colonoscopy?
Papa Smurf, you need to just chill out, alright?
Here's the bourbon.
This is gonna be
This will hurt
100,000
just
views,
for a
dude.
second.
Moon River.
Moon. I love that movie.
No, we're just gonna episode 101. Turn your head and cough.
Yeah.
He wonders why I don't want to show up.
Oh, because your feelings might get hurt.
We've been working on
No,
that.
because I'm afraid he's gonna try and Moon River me.
You got your whole hand up there, Doc?
And if you're expecting.
Okay, so what do you guys think of the 1910? I mean, it's pretty much straightforward, right? Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a keeper.
Yes.
It's a keeper. It is definitely. I have to get it back on my shelf. I don't have it on my shelf right now. I need to get it back on my shelf.
Did you ever
Yeah.
actually have it on your shelf?
I have. Yeah, I've had a bottle of it,
Yeah.
and it
To
went
be
pretty
honest,
quick.
actually, outside of those three bottles, that 3-bottle pack that I have, and the 1870 bottle that I bought, I haven't had it on my shelf since.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I know.
That's against the law.
I mean, well, I've got a lot of bottles.
We do have a lot of bottles.
So- I mean, no, I don't.
Yeah, I just bought another one, which means I actually have floor whiskey right now.
How much is the difference in price between 1910 and 1920?
Like
$5, I think.
Is it only 5?
Well, but they all go up in price from the
Yeah,
1870
but I
up.
thought it was like 10 or 15.
Yeah, I thought it was more than that.
No, I'm thinking this one's more around like the 55 to like around 50. It's around the same price I think as the Deckel, and then I think the 1920.
Except
I
this-
would take the
except this
1910
is
over
worth-
the
Don't worry,
Deckel.
Dad's looking it up.
Except this is worth the price.
I would definitely.
Well,
That
yes,
1910
no, absolutely. Between
When
these
1910
two,
over the
this
Deckel,
is-
it's forget about it.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the Dickel was good, but
It's got nothing on the
I
1910.
definitely think this one is
Yeah.
Yeah.
worlds and bounds. in my
Yeah.
opinion.
If you're putting the two of them in front of me and telling me what they are, I'm 10 out of 10 going.
Yeah, for sure. I
For
would
the
definitely pick that
1910.
Right.
all day, every day.
Yeah.
Well, by the time you get to the 8 or 9, you might pick this one just out of not knowing, because you're drunk as hell.
This is what, 8 or 9?
Just something.
Yeah.
No, you didn't have that one.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't think I was paying attention.
No, whatever.
All right, so there we go. 1910.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Excellent. Okay,
Always,
so
always a good one.
it is. Reliable, just delicious every time. I've never had a bad pour of this.
You know, that's fair. I like sometimes when you're not in the mood for something, it kind of hits you differently, and you're like, maybe I should have poured something different. But every time I've poured this, it's always been worth it.
yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that. I did buy a bottle of Sexton, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I did. It's only $25.
Yeah.
I know,
Listen,
right?
It's
so
only $25.
so for that Know Your Irish series, I'm building up some stock,
Good.
so we'll be able to knock some
So
of that
there
out.
you go. So again, we did a show on Know Your Irish.
Yeah.
We'll do some other things, but
No, your
but
Japans.
we'll yeah.
Japanese.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Careful.
Know your
Careful
Scotch.
what you say.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
No, you're Charlie's.
suddenly YouTube has cut the feed.
Yeah. Right.
They're not watching either.
So, anyways, but
At least-
it-
at
that
least
that,
we're
sex,
small
that
enough for that,
Sexton was.
Mercy.
So I had a sip of it last night. That
Yeah.
Sexton is nice.
Yeah.
It still is nice. It's a very,
There's another one that I've got that I think is gonna be like, oh wow, this. If you start comparing the two, you might kind of go, hey, Roe and Co. I think. And then I
Oh,
tried-
yeah, yeah, we've had some Roe
Yeah,
Co.
yeah. Keep it on the
Yeah,
down low.
Good
Keep
stuff.
Keep it on the down low.
No.
We want to lure them in.
Well, then I think they'll watch anyway.
No one's watching this.
We are actually. We have We're still at 10. We're still
We're still at 10.
We're hanging in
We
there.
were at 11
1,
for a little
2,
bit, so someone got bored.
3, 4, 5, 6.
7.
Yeah, I think this is our base audience.
Yeah, the base audience is all here.
It's to be expected.
This room.
That's all right.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
fine.
right.
All right. Good deal. Thank you.
Yeah.
1910. That's a winner. There you go.
How you feeling?
All right. Do we want to bring Adam back up here?
Or,
He did.
Oh, he wanted you, not
Oh.
us wanted you.
So, they said you go.
Oh, oh.
We'll do. Yeah,
I
we'll
was
do.
having a conversation with your wife.
Well,
Excuse me.
That's not my
You
wife.
can have one after.
All right. So
How many
Adam.
wives do you have?
Huh? How many Adams?
Oh.
Well, we have 3 more.
So wait, do we want to do the state?
No, get the thing back.
Oh, you want to do state? We should have been doing that a lot.
Oh, I thought you were asking for the.
So.
For the step stool?
Yeah. I want to
Really?
be taller than these fuckers again.
So-
I mean, oops.
Whoa, tiger. Okay, so interesting thing. What we wanted to do is we wanted to kind of we're gonna have everyone sign this. This is our 100th episode, and Nathan, who's really good at burning wood.
Twice.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. But
It's just good with wood in
so
general.
I bought this statement. So you can notice it's GCD. That's Glens Creek.
Really
we
good with
love
wood that's not his own.
we love Glens Creek. So I bought this stave from Glens Creek.
Any
it was
wood.
like,
Other wood.
like what, 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago.
We went down there, and then Nathan put in there 100, and then we got the cross, and then we got the BE. But at the end of this, we want everyone to sign it. This is a big deal. 100 episodes, so everyone's gonna sign this, and we'll keep it on our show. But yeah.
So and Josh, because he's so good at like decorating everything, he'll put it up like this.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize he was an asshole.
Oh yes, you did.
Thank you.
It's no way.
I got it on that.
It's okay. Laura will figure it out and turn it around for him.
So.
You gotta show
Anyway,
me
so
inside.
we'll do a little signing here later on, but it's our 100th episode, and so we thought we'd do that. We got some more wood burning things coming up, but that'll be kind of fun.
Yeah, probably after we're done with this guy and his next 3.
Well, we got another one.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
Whenever you want to do it.
okay. All right, so
I'm the co-host.
I think I watched that one. All right, okay. So
Rinse that one
I
out.
know.
nope, we're good. So where are we at? What do we got? Mr. Distiller.
Extraordinaire.
You know,
I don't like what you're doing.
Esquire.
I don't like what you're doing with your wrists. What's going on here?
Oh yeah.
Easy.
Listen,
YouTube approved.
it's the Bourbon Fabulous.
Hey! It's time for hair and makeup! So, this bottle is. Yeah.
Breathe
And
him. All of a sudden, we have 255. We have 255. We've already just said canceled. Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't like this channel anymore.
So
I
all
don't
of
like
a
the
sudden-
direction it's gone.
All of a sudden, we were at 255. We're at like 240.
It's my bad, guys.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's how we are.
It was just a joke. I'm sorry.
It was just a joke, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, what do we got here?
All right, so this one is an apple brandy. It's made with apples, like from
No
an actual
way.
from an actual apple orchard.
So can you talk to me a little bit about the difference between a brandy and a bourbon versus a rum versus a whiskey?
Oh man.
I know. Is
Yeah,
that
I
too
could.
much?
No, I can go like hardcore dork into this if you really want. Like,
Yeah,
but,
get at it. Yeah, let's go.
No, basically, so any kind of
Oh wait, not that kind of hardcore.
any kind of brandy is fruit based mash.
Okay.
And basically, anytime you have a mash, you're just getting sugar out of it, and you're using yeast in order to make your alcohol. So brandy means fruit based. If you do whiskey.
I mean, it's corn based or
No, it doesn't have to be
wheat-based.
corn based. Like for bourbon, it has to be 51% corn based. can be. It's just got to be a malted beverage.
Yeah, so you got
of any kind. Like it's gotta have grains that you use for it. Now you can, for Scotch, for instance, you can use different stuff in there. It doesn't necessarily all have to be grains because, like you can add in some flavorings and stuff in your mash if that's really what you want to do. It just has to be from Scotland. Like that's the requirement for them to. But other than that, I don't really think they have any.
Used
other-
barrel.
Is it? Oh, it has to be a used barrel.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
and,
Which
and
is
for the
typically why
Irish,
they
it's the same.
source from America for those.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
You
Right.
give a lot of first fill, meaning it's the first time they filled it.
Yeah.
Second fill, meaning
Yeah.
that they've used it, or last fill, meaning they'll.
It's definitely fruitier
Oh yeah, this.
in the nose.
Yeah. So the one thing I did for this, you probably wouldn't see from a lot of other brandies, is when I ran it back through for the last time, I put apples in the column. So I have a column still. So I
Yep.
put apples in the column. It's almost like having a gin, sort of, where you
Oh,
put
okay.
stuff in
Yeah.
in the still, like in between when it turns into a vapor and when it turns back into a liquid.
Those little inserts in the pipe going up,
Yes.
you can pull out and fill with whatever.
So I put more apples in there, so I kind of boosted
in
the
the-
apple flavor
Oh.
when it was coming back out. Because you lose some of that flavor when you distill
Okay.
it. Like every time you distill something.
So it's a little bit more complex, is what you're saying.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so then I took some applewood, smoked applewood actually. And I don't really feel like the smoke came through on it a whole bunch. But
Not a whole bunch. It's
there's like a light bit. I think
Yeah.
the next time I do this, I'm gonna probably try and smoke it a little bit harder. I'm gonna do something else with it.
That's what
I'm
she
probably
said.
gonna yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smoke it and instantly stick it in there. I think is probably what I'm gonna do. But I also toasted it at 325. So I like to toast things a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like it takes some of the with wood. There's like a vegetal taste that you get, kind of. I think from or like an unfinished wood if you don't toast it a little bit.
Okay.
So that's
No,
what
I
this
get
is.
that. Yeah, just this kind of
Oh.
raw, untreated kind of sentence.
I have not, but that's interesting. I've not thought about it that way.
I'll make
So go to
some
Home Depot
sometime.
and just smell some oak.
Yeah, and if
Like-
you would stick that into whatever, a whiskey, bourbon, whatever, you would, that taste would come through.
Right.
Like
Okay.
you would taste unfinished.
But a vegetal like a broccoli.
No, like like
Come
like
on.
forest. It tastes like forest.
Like Gen A? there's
Good.
there are actually charts out there. Like if you toast at this temperature for so long, you're gonna
Look,
get
we're
all
both trying to
the-
be serious.
Yeah,
and
you're gonna
assholes,
you're
so
gonna
it's-
get more vanillas or whatever.
I was totally realizing you guys.
I see. This is the difference between you and me. Is like I've looked at this stuff before, so I'm following exactly what he's saying,
Yeah.
and I'm just kind of like, yeah, re-educate.
Actually, I wouldn't mind having that chart. Actually,
What's the ABV on?
This one is actually 120.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Now,
mean,
That's why you're my friend.
I thought that a lot of these.
That would be-
Crap, now I can't think of the word. What are these?
Brandy.
No, what are we drinking? We're drinking
Woo!
brandy.
Yeah.
That was
had to be-
nice.
That had to be
Woo!
an ABV. Am I incorrect in that?
Technically, but I am just making stuff. and
Okay.
I don't really.
That's
have-
tasty.
Okay, 'cause
That's 120.
No, that 120 is proof.
Yeah. 120.
Yes.
Okay, the question was alcohol by volume.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah. So.
Okay, so 60.
I'm just correcting the.
Would you like? We can divide for you if you like.
Okay.
The person who was
And
talking
you can
about
also bite my ass.
Oh my gosh.
I was just
No,
curious because
so-
every ABV I've seen on the shelves for brandies
That's
is typically
surprising.
lower than 40,
That
so I
comes
was.
strong.
Yeah, and I
That's
don't
strong.
know the reason for that. I don't know if there's like an actual legality that they have to follow,
Okay.
or if they're just because a lot of
Fancies.
times.
Because you'll get more of the sugary taste with it when you do that.
Yeah, and I think
It could be.
that's why I stuck apples back in the column when I ran it back through. So I ran this one through twice,
Yeah.
and the first time usually it doesn't taste like the most amazing thing you'll ever have, and then usually it's like 2 or 3 times that you run it back through, or most like on the shelf stuff, and it smooths it out a little bit more. It brings out a lot of the more flavors that you want. It gets rid of the real reactive esters.
The sourness type of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So are you worrying, with brandy, I know with whiskey you have to worry about the hearts and tails cuts, keeping those away from,
That's across the board.
okay.
Yep.
That's-
So for
That's strong.
you definitely want to get rid of the 4 shots at the beginning. That's obviously the poison part you don't want.
You're right.
And I usually, when I run it back through the second time, I get rid of the 4 shots again, just because I don't want to have anything in there at all.
Okay.
Plus, when you run anything back through a still, like it's not like a 1-for-1. Like there's probably still going to be very trace amounts of methanol in there, for instance, and acetone.
Yeah.
Even
I got
in like the stuff that you get on the. Well,
I got a little bit on that, not much.
what's that?
The ethanol.
He
Oh,
said,
not
you know,
ethanol.
when you're actually putting it through the still,
Oh.
the
First
very first stuff
parts.
that comes out, you have to get rid of because
Right.
it's pure
It's
poison.
it's methanol and acetone. But what I'm saying
Oh,
is
okay, I'm
when
sorry,
you
I'm
run
sorry.
it back through, when you run it through a still, you're gonna have trace amounts of it. It doesn't just all
It doesn't
come
all
out
just
of the
go away.
like yeah. It's so anytime that you run it through, you're gonna have trace amounts, and it's nothing that's gonna hurt you. But
Right.
when you run it back through the second time, you want to definitely make sure you get rid of the first bit again, just because it's still gonna have concentration in there. So
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah. So
when he makes it big, you found it here. You found it here.
right.
But that is, it's got a kick to it, and it's nice.
yeah, I don't feel like
Not a bad kick. I'm talking about like a,
It's a good, it's a kick, but you don't really notice it when you're drinking it.
yeah.
Don't get hit with it.
Yeah.
No, I get that more on the back of the palate, later mid palate type of hit.
See, that's
On
weird
the-
'cause
yeah.
I'm getting it up front, but then when I let it sit for a minute, I let that apple and everything like that starts getting in there.
yeah. I get in the back, but it's still, I get the apple big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The smoke
Well,
is underlying and kind of waving through.
It's
but
in there. I feel like the next time
You have to
I
kind
do
of
this,
look
I'm gonna
for it.
definitely
But it's not bad though.
get more
No.
smoke in there.
That's
I
not
would
bad.
I would say like I like the smoked and I like the toasted element of that. I was expecting more apple forward, I guess, with this. It's not quite.
You'll
as,
get that from the other one.
Okay.
Just wait.
Well, I mean, but I'm like, what I'm saying is like with this, like, you know, I would enjoy kind of this. I think I would probably like this a little better if there was a little bit more apple in the front of it.
Okay.
He
Now-
wants the sweetness? What, I don't get
Yeah.
that.
See, I was going for
It's-
more of
it's
like
not
an
a-
actual.
It's not a sweet aspect; it's a flavor aspect.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I like this. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I mean, and I know you're always looking for feedback anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you know, and I don't know what response you've gotten from anybody else with this.
This is the first time that anybody's had this.
Okay.
So.
Is it
Right
first
here on the
time?
Bourbon Experience.
Yeah,
folks.
actually, the
We've
rum
made it.
and that one are the first time. And that
It's
whiskey's gonna
happened
be the
here.
first time for-
It's happened here.
Right.
History being made.
I claim this planet in the name of Mars. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to name this one the Apple Asshole. That's fine.
All right. Do we want to do
And
this
what's
one?
next?
Do we want to do that one?
Yeah,
So
that-
I
so
was
this
thinking
one's
we do
gonna
this
taste-
one, then go to John.
Yeah,
It's
I
definitely
like
gonna
that.
taste like a candy.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Very good. I'm ready to rock and roll.
That's not up to us.
That's not up to us. Who's it up to?
Whoever wants to pour that glass.
Sure.
Are you trying to make that like a catchphrase or something?
We'll pass it around.
You can make it a catchphrase. Do you want me to make it a catchphrase?
I don't know. You like looked into the camera when you said whoever wants to pour into that glass.
Well, because we're sponsored by
that glass.
Nobody-
that glass.
Yeah, thatglass.com.
We are sponsored by.
All the letters are going to say on the bottom of it. Nathan's
No, we're sponsored by Coke. We're sponsored by Coke.
You know what's really weird is I can smell the smoke in there when there's no more
You could probably.
Yeah.
Smell
liquor
this
in it.
so-
They're not sponsored by.
We're not sponsored by
Can you
Coke.
smell
We're
it?
not.
Can you smell smoke in there? Now this
A little
one,
bit,
yeah,
yeah.
it's weird, right?
I
We are,
mixed a little
however,
bit, but
sponsored
it's
by
still-
ABV.
All right. So tell us a little bit about this next one.
Okay, so this one I was trying to go for
All
like.
right, what do we gotta get those guys? Hey.
Stop having a conversation.
Hey, we're trying to talk here.
You guys are trying to be friends and
Yeah.
shit. What is wrong with you?
Yeah. So what we got on this one?
So this one I was trying to go for apple pie moonshine,
Oh,
basically.
Lee Smokes.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
more what I
it's
was
definitely
thinking
got some like
Yeah,
that's
this is apple pie at Thanksgiving all over.
Wow.
yeah.
How did
So
you
this
do
is probably not going to be up your guys' alley, but I'm trying to bring some stuff. to
No,
you
that's
guys
cool.
to have
No.
fun with.
So what did you do to make this? So this
So
is
it's
definitely it's like a cinnamon apple pie as well.
Oh,
I guess.
that's
Yeah,
wonderful. I love it.
No.
Yeah. The
That
old
is
man,
an
the old
apple
man
pie.
likes it.
That's the only one I'm going to take any criticism from.
That is an apple pie.
Yeah.
That
It's
is.
But
an
then
apple-
it's totally an apple
when,
pie.
when you think of like
Whoa.
apple
I wish
brandy,
my phone hadn't died.
Wow.
That's
this
kind of
hits
what
that
you think
mark.
of.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a sweetness.
Okay,
Well, you could probably do
okay,
it.
all right.
We got a lot of background noise. That
Yeah.
better be
Let's
good.
hear. We want to hear what he has to say about this. Like all this chatter
That's why I'm
does
talking
not
to
make
the
the
guy
view
himself.
easy. So this is a apple salted caramel
Yeah, so
pie.
actually it's a mixture of two different alcohols. I used the same apple brandy, but I also stuck. Oh, you look very similar but younger.
and slimmer.
A bit.
And
I
Leon's
wasn't
getting
gonna-
larger. That's all I can think of when you say that.
I wasn't trying to shame anybody.
She doesn't
Somewhat.
like she doesn't like caramel.
Oh, she doesn't like caramel.
No, but she.
I got.
Well, we'll stop. Okay, the show's over. That's it. We're done. Okay.
What the hell was I talking about?
So
You never know.
You took the apple.
I took the apple brandy, just
Yeah.
the base apple brandy. I obviously added some spices and stuff to it to make it taste more like a pie.
Yeah.
But I also stuck in. I make a neutral also, just like a vodka, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I made it into a salted caramel. I,
Did you guys not hear that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear anything at all.
Oh my gosh.
I heard marzipan.
Someone get the Febreze.
Really quick, this is why we edit the videos because it is an absolute shit show
Literally.
all the time.
No,
So
it
my
wasn't.
worry about running a live was that the shit would flow over, and here we are. Merry Christmas. I'm just trying to listen. I'm trying to learn.
So the nose on this. Is
Yeah, thank
shit,
you.
Obviously.
Yeah.
What do I
I want
say?
you to listen to this afterwards. Go back
Yeah,
and listen
I
to this
know.
because you probably won't hear that.
You probably
you
won't.
probably
You
won't.
probably won't.
And so they'll be like listening. They're like listening to you right now. Like,
What is he? What is he
What's this guy
complaining about? Yeah.
man, what an asshole.
Well, if it does come through, then it will be funny. All right. So, anyways, so
So it's neutral
Boy, that's
that I turned into a salted caramel, and then I mixed the two together, and then I threw in some apples, like actual regular apples.
and you left it in there.
Well, I left a couple in there just to make it look, pretty. Or whatever.
So that's
yeah, it's
perception.
presentation.
It's
It's the
perception.
Well,
Okay, so really
do
quick.
the apples actually impart any of the additional flavor to it, or is it pretty minimal?
A little bit, but I put
The
I
nose
let
is
I
nice.
let a bunch of apples sit on there. You got a comment, I think.
That nose.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
it does taste just like an apple pie, John.
So
It's
so first off, really the nose is like I'm having some cinnamon.
One more.
Yep. Like there is a definite cinnamon apple pie there.
Yeah, I mean,
I've not tasted it yet, but it's
Oh, you
really,
haven't
the
tasted
nose
it?
is brilliant.
Did
I've
you get
tasted
busy?
tons of it.
It's,
Jeez.
it's
tasted
good.
tons.
Tasty, yeah.
It's
So
not.
what's the
It's
ABV
certainly
on
not
this?
whiskey, but what?
Do you know what your ABV on this is?
I don't have the fancy machinery to tell you. Like
Okay.
once I put the sugar and stuff in there, 'cause
Yeah.
it completely blows
That's
my
really sweet.
my
It is.
alcoholometer out of the water.
Okay.
But I'm thinking it's somewhere between 40 and 45, maybe 50. It's probably not 50 though.
Right.
No, I can
So,
see that.
so about 99 proof, 99,
But-
95.
But
It's somewhere between 80 and 100, but I'm
Because
pretty
the
sure
minute I
it's
smelled it, the minute I was more like, oh, hey, this is more what I think of when I think of brandy.
out of a brandy, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nah,
A
like-
typical brand. And then again, we don't.
when
drink
I'm When I'm smelling this and tasting it, though, dude,
It follows.
In terms
Yeah, it
of,
totally
in terms
is.
of a dessert beverage, this is
Yes.
right there.
It follows.
I'll tell you what, dude. Like, if you mix ginger ale with this, it tastes like green apple, and it's freaking
Really?
good. It is really good.
Really?
My wife would die. She
It
loved
tastes
ginger ale
like-
and whiskey.
So
There you go, Amy.
I have some of this at home.
Game on.
So I'll
Yeah.
try to remember to bring it next on
It
my.
I don't
tastes
have
like
a ginger
caramel
ale.
green apple. It's so good.
Really?
You know, I wonder how well
Hey, Sam,
we make
remind
a
me to bring
dessert
the
in
apple
with my wife's
brandy
family
to
that's like
Thanksgiving.
baked apples
All right.
with cinnamon and marshmallow on top. I
Sorry,
wonder
sorry.
how
So-
Memorial Day.
Okay.
I've had a lot to drink.
Yeah, I bet that'd be really good.
I mean, not enough to drink.
Now, have we gotten your best one yet, or is that not yet?
I think I don't know. I don't know.
What's
I don't
your
know.
favorite? What's your favorite so far? If here we are, we've had 4 of your.
Sagamore.
Don't do that. No. That's bullshit. So of your 4 to the 5, are we about ready to get to your pinnacle?
No, I personally I think that I liked my apple brandy
Yeah.
more than I've also had the apple pie so many times now that like it's not that special to me, and I really liked the apple brandy. I
Yeah.
think the most, but I do also think that I'm calling it crystal whiskey.
Yeah. I like the name.
Yeah, well, and we'll go into more detail.
We'll hit that one up. So we're on the back end of it, but we're gonna taste that one here in a little bit.
Do we want to do this or that?
We're gonna do this first, then that, and then we'll do that.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
That was awesome, bro.
Dude.
Mm.
I don't know that I could like wash the sugar out of this glass though.
How we
My
doing?
boy John. Alright. So, John.
Hello there.
You've
Devour
been in about
I've been-
about 4 or 5
4
shows.
or 5 shows.
Yep.
4 or 5 videos.
And
Incognito was a beard in one of them.
he basically, what John did for us is got our sister off our hands.
It was kind of. I would say it was an act of charity, but she would probably say the same.
No, but you know what? You don't have
guarantee
to.
you she would.
We'll say that. We'll say that so you don't have to sleep on the couch.
hey, you might want to look at the comments before you start saying.
Yeah. No, that's a
Good
good
point,
say.
Chief.
There you go.
Ah,
Who's
she
a
said-
cutie?
She said, "Who's that cutie?" I'm pretty
Who's
sure
that cutie?
Love you, babe.
Okay. So, John, what did you bring?
I brought an empty friggin' bottle.
Oh.
I had 2 tubes of E.H. Taylor
Which is brilliant.
sitting on my bar, and I grabbed the wrong one.
One
So
of them he shoves in his butt most of the time.
Josh was kind enough to let me substitute his partial bottle.
Yep.
He
I
might
got
be anywhere.
another glass. I have to get another glass.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Looks like I'm in trouble if you're paying attention to the comments. All right, so
Yeah, she's a gem.
she's awesome. She puts up with me. She has for 20 years.
Yeah. Well, that's why.
22 years, July. Which
It was
I don't.
Way to get
That's-
those 2 extra years.
Oh no!
Good for you.
You count. You count. Damn it.
Oh yes, don't worry.
Keep track.
So,
Yeah. I like that.
what we're looking at is E.H. Taylor, and so for the most part, if you follow the channel, E.H. Taylor is almost not a unison, but it's pretty much one of our favorites.
Yeah. E.H. Taylor, to me, it was the first really good bourbon that I ever had. That's why I brought it,
Okay.
because my friend Jeff introduced
Which
me
we
to
miss
it.
him.
Yeah,
We love
I
Jeff
wish
here
he could
tonight.
hear. He's
I
at
wish he
a
was here tonight.
graduation party.
Yep. That's fair.
But
Oh, he finally graduated.
You graduated from
Dude, I am.
Bourbon United.
yeah.
No, I was gonna say middle school.
Yeah.
Because they do those graduation things between.
Don't get me started. Do not get me started.
Anyway, Jeff introduced me to really bourbon beyond a bottle of Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
You know,
That's fair.
and E.H. Taylor for the longest time is what I came back to.
Yep.
And when I think of a good bourbon, especially without paying
this is
out the nose for
out the
it.
nose for.
Yeah, without really killing the pocketbook. This is my bourbon. You know, I like this, and you know, a lot of people hate on the Buffalo Trace labels, but
Yeah.
this and Eagle Rare for the penny are my favorite. You know, you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
I also brought a bottle of Buffalo Trace because to me, Buffalo Trace is the epitome of the daily drinker.
Yeah.
You know, less
Fair
than
enough.
$30, and there's no way that you can, you know, there's no real knock on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It might not be the same as a $80 bottle or even a $60 bottle, but for $28 or whatever you're going to pay for it, it's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way about E.H. Taylor, but it's kicked up a notch. It's
Yeah.
For the price, you know, it's just tough to beat.
What do we pay for E.H. Taylor? It's like about 45.
$45.
And to be honest with you,
Yeah,
it's one of our favorites,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So here we are, we're talking $45. Someone posted a while ago and said if someone's paying over $60 for a bottle of bourbon, they're suckers. Now I forget who that was that posted it, but the point I get that we're
They
getting
were
at,
wrong.
I don't agree with that totally,
I agree.
but what we need, but here we are. This is one of our most favorite
Yeah.
bourbons, and we get her 45,
Yeah.
right?
It's a bourbon that I have never
Ever.
heard anybody say they don't like it.
Yeah.
But
That's a good point.
you know, around here it's hard to come by, so maybe that's why it kind of has a little higher status. But you can't beat it.
Yeah. What did you say?
You like
I'm not gonna say that on YouTube.
He said,
Oh, is it not? It's not YouTube.
I
mean,
I said,
Holy F, that was good.
You've never had it?
no, I've never had this.
Oh man.
Whoa, shit!
Wow.
Take such
Yeah.
a small
Adam's never had
No,
it.
no, 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 no. Like I
Yeah.
said,
It's
gotta go present one more thing up there.
again,
That's gonna be the one that puts you down.
So
Yeah.
Adam's response was, "Oh shit, that's great."
most
Well-
people that have done really any deep dive into
Yes.
bourbon have tried E.H. Taylor, and again, for me, you
can't
can't
lose.
Yeah, you can't lose.
The battle almost comes with Eagle Rare versus E.H. Taylor, but they're so different.
They're very different,
And-
but they're very good. And
Yes.
I
Yeah.
Which
was
one's your-
saying to your dad on the way up here, it's like, you know, the only reason I brought the E.H. Taylor, or tried to bring the E.H. Taylor instead of the Eagle Rare is because I thought I had a full bottle instead of about
So-
this much left in my.
So like when I do the comparison, I don't think anything wrong with either one, Eagle Rare or E.H. Taylor. If you want more classic bourbon flavors
Yeah.
that aren't going to let you down, you go with E.H. Taylor. If you want the more fruity elements of a bourbon, then I think you would go with Eagle Rare.
Well, Eagle Rare is also
fruity and smoky.
fruity, and then also you get your oak tannins on top of that,
Right.
which is
Eagle Rare, the 10-year statement comes out really
Yes, it does.
nicely and
Yes,
balanced.
it does.
it does. And listen, at the end of the day, this is why there's so much fluff, if you want to say, about these bourbons.
I feel like maybe.
Because they're good. Let's get to the reality of it. Buffalo Trace is good for $25. It's good.
Yeah. So
So enough
It's
of the
not-
fluff.
It may not be the best,
It-
but it's $25
Right.
friggin' dollars.
Right.
Well,
So you can go
28.
and hold on, but you can also get Eagle Rare or E.H. Taylor, $45. They're good.
Right.
If you can get them. And then you get Blanton's. Okay, so I'm gonna pay $65. I get the fluff. It's good.
Right. And a lot of people, I think, that have trouble buying this stuff on the shelf,
Yeah.
like we do here in Ohio. You know, they look at the aftermarket price,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
judge a bourbon based on the aftermarket price.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna pay, if somebody's gonna try to get you to pay $200
Don't do it.
for a bottle
Don't do it.
of E.H. Taylor, no,
Right.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
do it. But at
At 45.
at $45,
Hand.
you
So-
can't beat
So
that.
well,
We might find a drop in 2 weeks here in Ohio. in 2 weeks.
in a couple of weeks.
In a couple of
And,
weeks.
you know, one of these days.
One of these days.
Yeah, occasionally we get drops in Ohio.
And that's supposed
of
to
the
count,
allocated
and I'm
stuff,
telling you what,
and when
Now-
that gets here, I'll be in line.
We
I will
you
be-
might see a video with him, the old man. We might be in line.
Yeah,
We might be in line
standing
because
at a
that I will.
at a
I'm not a line
area
waiter.
grocery store.
I'm not a line
I'm not
waiter.
either,
That
but I want my Eagle Rare or my EH
yeah, definitely.
So like when I sit there and I look at this stuff, you know, a lot of the big companies, they can afford to sit there and put out stuff at lower cost, which you know in terms of I appreciate that because God knows I love my Wild Turkey 101. I love my Eagle Rare.
I love my
And I
M&Ms.
love the price point, the price points. The craft ones, if M&O had the capabilities to do it, they could produce stuff
Yeah.
at $30 a bottle. They can't. It's just craft.
You
It's
just
the
can't,
nature
right.
of the, it's
Or
the nature of
Glens
these.
Creek is in the
You
same.
know, but
Exactly.
right,
That's-
but there's a spot for all of that. At
I
the
agree.
same time, when I sit there and I look at that, and when I want my craft whiskeys, I also want my classic stuff at affordable prices.
Yeah.
So one of the great things about Buffalo Trace is all their big ticket items. They've set their stuff, even their rare stuff. It's like the Stag Senior
Stag Junior.
or the 17-year
Yeah.
rare, all that stuff. That's $175 to $200 for the bottle.
Right.
Right. So which is still affordable comparative to the secondary. When you look at the special stuff that Wild Turkey releases, like Generations or something. Shoot, Stream Brain's going to
They're not doing what?
No, it's $300 a bottle.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
You know,
what I'm
and
saying
like
is-
I would love.
it-
I will choose honestly. I would choose the basic stuff of Wild Turkey over
Buffalo Trace. Definitely.
But
I agree with that.
that said, I'm not going to pay $300 for a bottle
But
unless I get permission from said wife across the room.
well,
Which
so
you
we're talking about the basic stuff of Buffalo Trace. We're talking about the basic stuff of Buffalo Trace versus, like, let's say Wild Turkey, and that's a really good argument.
Could do a
So
blind on that.
so Buffalo Trace versus Wild Turkey's 101. That's I'm gonna go 101.
Are you?
I think I am. I
I know
really
where you
like the
went away.
101.
Okay, we got to do
man,
that.
that's
We got to do
fine.
it as a single
That,
blind.
we need to do that as a blind.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, fair,
that
fair
as a
enough.
blind.
Okay,
Yeah.
Are you saying Buffalo Trace or just their equivalent ABV? Because their equivalent ABV is closest as that.
is what?
E.H. Taylor.
E.H.
E.H.
Taylor.
Taylor's 100.
Okay, so if we do ABV, then we would go
That-
E.H.
that
Taylor versus
flips.
101. It's not even that's not even a question.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
Right, I'm gonna go E.H. Taylor.
But it would still make for an interesting blind to see if that actually holds true.
But
The biggest problem is availability. You
No.
don't get.
No, we're talking availability, not
Not taking availability into account.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you want to go with price,
If someone puts these,
that's different. That's
Yeah.
like $20.
That isn't. Yeah.
101
You're
versus-
absolutely right.
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 Yeah.
All right.
I could
Nickel
get,
per
I could
ounce,
get two
yeah.
for 101
So-
than I could for the other, and
Well, yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Real quick before I step off, because Adam's got another one that he wants to go that he needs to go through because his shit has been killing it tonight.
Yeah.
It
has.
It has.
It's very nice
It,
of you,
it has.
thank you.
No,
Yeah,
it
seriously,
has.
great.
We've mentioned M&O. We've mentioned
Glens
Glens Creek. Pay attention to those small distilleries that you may have around you, because M&O, frankly, it's 10 minutes from here, but it's a half an hour from my house. I hadn't heard of it till Josh brought it to my attention, and I can tell you, it is as good
Right.
as any other distillery I've been to. They
they're doing a
do
rye.
they do great.
They're
Oh, I
doing
know
a
they're
rye.
doing a rye.
They're
I
doing a
can't
rye.
wait for
Can't
their
wait.
rye.
I can't wait.
Doug, speed up time.
But I can tell you, pay attention to those small distilleries that are around you,
Yeah.
because sometimes you're going to find that diamond in the rough. You're going to find that one that
That's good.
5 years from now, everybody's going to be talking about, and you're going to have a bottle 3 years old sitting on your shelf because it's that good.
And-
So do that.
And case in point for that, like we've got High Bank that we just did a tour
Yeah.
on, and High Bank has got some up and coming stuff. I'm looking
Absolutely.
forward to
Oh,
their
I
first
can't-
bourbon release.
I can't wait for
I
that.
I'm
cannot
so
wait
looking
for
forward to
that.
that. But one that's actually done that and has gone more national is Middle West Spirits.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
and they are
Yeah.
really good
Good
on their
stuff.
basic level
But
stuff.
again, Jephthah falls in that place.
Yeah,
Grace
Jephthah
Creek,
Creek,
They
I-
all
yeah.
fall in those places.
Yeah.
So he nailed it. He nailed it. Hit those. Hit those. You know, because
Don't just look at the names that you hear about on the internet.
Yeah.
If you see something that's close by,
Yeah.
Hit
give
it
it a
up.
shot.
Well, you,
Yeah.
you give your local
care of
support.
it.
Like,
That's right.
Yeah, give me a
That's
shot.
right.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, while I'm here, knowing that Adam's going to be coming up next.
Whoa!
Hey, spill a little in the glass. Hold on.
I'll take more.
Some of my lids leak a little bit. It's not my fault. I didn't make
Is
these
this
or
the time I
anything.
should bring on Hamilton?
Yeah, it's good.
All
What's
right.
that? I'm sorry.
Okay, so we are on our last one. Boy, that. So you're back up, Adam.
Okay.
So
The
you
last
know what?
one and how much?
Adam didn't want to be in the video. He was like, "Oh, you know,
Adam,
I
it's
wanna
so
do it."
long.
And he's,
Oh
on,
my
he's on
God.
3 times. He's on 3 times. I'm gonna wash my glass. I'll be right back. You guys fill it up. Oh,
How
you
many-
seriously said that to Adam?
Are there a bunch of unsubscribed?
point.
Oh my goodness.
Because I came back on here, there are more
You what?
unsubscribed.
Oh yeah, there's like 20,000 more viewers now.
Yes.
20,000 more
See,
views.
we were at 6 and now we're at 10.
Man,
Wow,
I'm a
see that
star.
spike.
I'm a YouTube star.
Well, the spike happened. Adam came on, Josh left, the spike went.
Yeah.
Josh, you're out. I'm in.
Like stalactite or stalagmite?
The spike.
Also, I noticed if you guys have seen Josh's video, the views are a lot better.
The views are a lot better every time.
I'm just kidding.
Welcome to the Give
You're not
Shot
even
Josh
in the
Shit Hour.
Yes. I like the name of that hour.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to finish the C.H. Taylor here. Oh my gosh. Man, that's good.
Well, that's weird watching the top of my head.
Yeah.
I don't
Go
like
ahead and pass
that.
that around, Josh.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah. You want some of Adam's whiskey?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, well, go ahead and describe the whiskey.
Which?
Go ahead and describe
Oh.
this.
Oh. Yeah, you like it?
I'm really worried.
Honest opinions later. After
Yeah.
After
we're
the
done
stream
being live.
tour, tell me
We're
if you
just
hated it.
fluffing everything.
Yeah.
There's a leak in the bottle.
So-
Yes, we know.
Yeah, I know. It's
That's
the,
all right.
it's the lid. It's not. I didn't make the lid.
All right. So we're almost.
That's not my thing.
No warranties
You didn't
expressed
make
or
the lid. I
implied.
thought you were proud.
Yeah.
We're almost. We're almost. So we're gonna finish this up here, because I'm sure the viewers
Are tired?
Excited. Excited. No, they're not tired. They're
There's been a
excited.
lot of ups and downs.
They are excited
Powered
about
up.
this. This is really leaking all over me.
Yeah.
Um,
She said.
that's what she
That's
said.
not-
That's what
that's
she
not
said.
surprise
That is
at
what
the
she
end.
said. And we have some other things we have to do. So we got kind
Yeah,
of.
you didn't
It's not the
tease
first
those other
time
things
that's been
enough
said
to keep
tonight.
them here.
All right.
Not the 10th.
All right. So this is your
This is crystal whiskey is what I'm calling it.
crystal whiskey. So why crystal whiskey?
So it's got the regular. Actually, I used two different grains in this one. I used corn, obviously. So I think that's about 85%. And then oh God!
All
And then-
right.
And then I also
We're
used
professionals here.
crystal.
Crystal meth.
Malt.
Yeah,
We are using crystal meth in this. We are about ready to get to this shit right
Yeah.
Disclaimer: we are not using crystal meth.
now.
Ish.
Why are you
Whatever
speaking
it
into the
is,
light
it's
ring, you
It is.
fucking weirdo?
It's adjacent.
We are not using crystal meth. All right. So, anyways, can you hear?
Yes. So I used crystal malt, and I used a 20 toast on that one, which is pretty sweet. But I was trying to give it like a butterscotch sort of a caramely taste to the mash. And then what I used is the rum that I
Yeah.
Wood.
the wood. And then I threw that back in here because I wanted to see what that would do.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fucking awesome. I also so like I threw it into the
It's got a nice nose.
I threw it into the rum, but then I retoasted it again at 400.
Oh, so
Just
you-
to-
oh,
You're just
interesting.
playing.
To-
You're puppeteering.
Yeah.
So
I was
you used
going
it
fucking
and then
nuts.
retoasted.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. So I retoasted it the same level that I toasted it at with the rum.
But what that does to the sugars that from the rum
Cooks it.
is this could be very interesting.
Yeah, it's really good.
So
Yeah, right.
Crystal 110. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Crystal
this is
110.
where my brewing experience comes into play. I know what that means.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like our mid-level.
Yeah.
Woo.
The nose is nice.
It's got
Yeah, it's definitely got like a butterscotch sort of.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So it's like it's like funk mixed with whiskey, right?
So a lot.
But it's got the crystal malt in there
Yeah.
also.
So a lot of the stuff that you're doing doesn't necessarily fall within.
No, this doesn't fall within guidelines.
Yeah. So
No.
the only
They can
thing
all
the only
fucking
thing
suck my
you
dick.
can
That's
clarify
fine.
that is a spirit. If you were to,
This
if you
is
were,
what would have ended up on the editing floor.
if you were to actually, be able to get the license and all that, and sell it and all that,
Yeah.
it would be.
Oh, that's the goal,
classified as a
too.
Spirit.
That's his goal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it would be classified. I think I could classify it as a whiskey. Because you can pretty much call
Yeah.
anything a whiskey.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
As long as it's grain.
Yeah, which this is
Right.
Yeah.
80,
Yep.
it's like 80
Grain
to
based,
85%
yeah.
corn.
So,
Is it?
so
Okay.
what's the percentage of malt?
Is it really
85% corn.
About
Classified
15,
as a bourbon.
it's between 15 and 20%.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm not getting a whole lot of malt sense on this, but I know it's higher than normal.
If I gave
I
you,
get that.
so,
So
if
wait,
I gave you the,
You're you're 80%
base
corn,
load.
20% malt.
yeah,
The- oh,
the crystal malt.
No
Right.
rye
Right.
or wheat.
but no rye.
Yep.
So that's different than a lot of bourbons. A
A
lot of bourbons have
lot.
3 grains. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, but this is like
It's-
Yeah,
it's
I was
definitely-
really trying to get like butterscotch or caramel out of it, which I think I got.
right, and so like I'm getting a little bit of the malt, but not anything.
I-
Like
I-
normal stuff with the malts is like you're looking like 3 to 5%.
So I
With most bourbons, right? And
3
they're
or
malt.
5%. What do you mean?
Malt.
Oh yeah.
But like this,
Yeah, this
so
is
you're looking at
heavily
3
more
to 5
into-
times as much malt in this.
Yes.
I get it in the air that's in between the sips.
So-
like, kind of like how you with rye, you get that menthol type feel in your mouth.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get that. I'm getting that malt type air in my mouth when I drink.
Yep. But you're also
that
getting
totally
that rum in
describes
there
the
as
old
well.
elk that I had last week.
I get a lot of.
And then when I go back to smell it,
Yeah,
Mm.
it's not bad.
Hey, it's
not
time,
bad
by
at
the
all.
way.
No, that aroma's.
Oh, we supposed to be done.
Did you already drink it?
Oh, we're working on it, but we're okay. It doesn't have to be anything. Yeah, I had a sip already. It's
Okay.
tasty.
Yeah.
It's
like
it's
that.
very different. Very different from the standpoint of the malt flow in there. Yeah. I have a lot of alcohol in me, so I'm not gonna. Yep.
Do you need me to like
It's good.
leave this with you?
So I can taste it again and then really.
$120. You
And
can
be
have one.
and be really serious about it.
So here we go though with this. So I get that malt, but the malt like you shared some of your old elk last weekend with me,
Was
and I wasn't a huge fan of it.
Right.
Like that
It's
malt.
a high malt.
Right. Like I think they said 4 times as much malt or something like that.
So,
So it's like
which
a
means
20
we're
to
like
25%.
8 to 10%, right?
Well, no, for that old elk, it's about 20 to 25. From what I.
Well, okay, so either way.
But regardless.
Right.
So like I enjoyed it for what it was. It convinced me I didn't need to buy a bottle of old elk.
Why not?
Right. So, but like with this, I think what you've done with in adding the oak or with the rum
The
used
used
oak
used oak. Yeah.
and retoasting that counters some of that weird kind of funk that I tend to get.
Yeah, but you
from,
still get a little bit in there.
You do, but you get the good side of that.
Yeah.
But across the board, I have not mind the funk across the board.
Yeah, but it's
Well, this
different
is
when
a
it's for-
this is a different category of funk from the
I agree.
rums.
I agree with that, but
Okay.
I'm just saying I have not minded the funk
I
that we've
think
had.
so. What I was
Yeah.
what I was afraid of, and I think I mean,
I get it more on the nose than anything.
Yeah.
what I was afraid of
Yeah.
when I
I agree with that.
threw the
Yeah.
the used rum stave in there was that I was gonna have too many flavors, and I think toasting it and cooking out a little bit of that flavor kind of helped out to make it so that it didn't overwhelm the base spirit.
Yeah. And so,
But-
so
but
John
I get-
John T, like he says, he enjoys the rum used oak. It gives a unique taste, and that's kind of what I was.
Oh, has
getting.
he done
Huh?
that? Has he done that before?
Well,
Bad
joke.
Son of a.
oh, that guy.
Hi. He's over
Yeah.
here dancing around.
Twilight.
I'm cheering for you.
Thanks, buddy.
No, but that's exactly the point. It's like there's an element of there's a difference between malt funk and rum funk.
Very different.
And I prefer by far that rum funk, and I think that the use of that rum retoast, because that's enhancing the sugars out of that.
Right.
I think that balances out the effect of the malt in the crystal,
Right.
and so that's what I'm digging out of this. And
Yeah.
Honestly,
out of this is
it's my favorite.
Well, is this the most complex and experimental you've gone with your stuff?
Yeah. For sure.
See,
Well, I don't know. Between that and the apple
Yeah.
brandy, I think those two are.
but of all the five you've had, this is my favorite
Okay.
because I prefer a little bit more of the whiskey flavor, and I can I quote an Alex a little bit? I like to be kind of told a story. And this kind of walks me through a little bit of a story. There's a lot of different flavors, and I like it.
Yeah.
And granted, some of these are super sweet, and I don't mind them. I'm probably more on the sweet palate than he is,
100%.
right? But I'll take that whiskey because that I would drink.
Yeah,
more often.
that one definitely doesn't
Yeah.
have like the sweet kick to it that any of the others.
It's there. It's there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right. Well, but it's balanced. There's a thing like
correct.
when you're wanting
There's
dessert,
more depth.
you go with the brandies, right? Especially this one with the caramel and the apple.
Yeah.
But like if you're wanting pure rum funk, I honestly, I'd be going to his house more than I would a storefront to get some rum.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest.
I'm fine with that.
And I mean, I'm not a rum drinker or anything like that, but this stuff is really tasty, and I like the complexity of it. I like the story. it
What
gives.
is everyone? What do you guys think?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, thanks.
He's a man of many words.
I was
Thanks.
Robert.
Good.
Robert brought up
Good.
something-
Give me good. I like it.
Robert brought up something that I thought was actually a very good point. The funk that you're getting from the rum is the same funk that what was the company? Ohio?
Echo Spirits.
Echo. That's who.
Echo
Sorry.
Spirits in Columbus.
Echo Spirits here in Columbus
Oh.
has that same kind
Very
of
similar.
funk
Do they
with their rum.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so, when the first time I had your rum, however long ago that was, I was at Nathan's house.
No, it's Kentucky.
No, I had it
Doesn't
before
matter.
then.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right, you did.
Yeah. It brought that to mind, and when I found Echo Spirits after that, I was like, oh, this is familiar, and I like this type of flavor with the rum.
Yeah.
So I think what you've got going on is you've got a clear kind of palette throughout all of your stuff that you've got at least here, and I like that it's a consistent palette with it, and
Yeah.
I like the malt more than I think some of these other guys do here. So I'm really enjoying this one.
This is
Cool.
I think this is the best one. I think it's the best one.
Yeah.
For me personally.
Which is surprising because you didn't like much of the malt stuff
No, I don't-
that we've had on tours.
No, I don't mind the malt. No, Nathan's been the one that's been anti-malt when we were at.
The Isla guy is anti-malt.
Yeah, right.
It was anti-malt.
Totally. Like, it was so weird.
He's like Sue. I like
So
the peanut grassy
so
stuff.
we went over to Woodford,
and they had their
I didn't mind the malt.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
mind
liked
that.
it a lot.
Nathan was like poo-pooing that.
A lot of people did, but
So.
you know.
Okay.
But yeah, he's going for seconds on that.
Well, there
I'll
you
make
go.
more.
I'll make more. Hold on, I want that bottle.
Whoa, Jesus! Did
Whoa.
you see killer?
Chill, bro.
There's a reason we got you
So-
on stage.
We're working on Adam. Adam, if you have an opportunity, you gotta touch it.
Yeah, what's your cell phone number so people
Gotta
can get a hold
touch
of
it. What are we talking about?
Hey, what's your cell phone number so people can get a hold of you?
Yeah. What's your cell phone number? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Get a hold of me.
4.
Comment on here to see if you can, eventually get something when he's able to legally sell.
Yeah, for real.
Not before.
All right, we have to move on. We're almost done.
All right,
so-
yeah, there's gotta be
Hey, thank you, Adam, for bringing your stuff.
Thanks.
All right, Nathan, we're on.
Yeah.
So we're almost done.
Almost.
We're almost done.
Yeah?
Hey,
You are.
I am definitely. Hey,
Well, that's before the cameras cut off.
cut off.
That's just the cameras.
Hey, listen. First off, we want to just thank you for being a part of this experience. We this has been a fun thing for us. To be honest with you, it's been really personal because it's about us connecting with each other, connecting with our dad, our brothers. That's important. And you want to tune in? That's great. We appreciate it. But this is, thanks. We appreciate it.
No, it's an absolute fun ride. I mean, the fact that 250 of you fools, it's
They're not fools.
Well, no,
They're brilliant. They're
No.
absolutely brilliant.
Listen, we're a bunch of fools.
Right.
You know,
You're brilliant. We're idiots.
okay, that's
fair.
But still, I mean,
Can I join in on that?
Oh, you're an idiot.
You're also an idiot.
You opened up the door.
We had to learn from
As
somewhere.
idiots go.
right. No, it's been an absolute fun ride, just because one, it just gives us an opportunity for us to gather together and just
It definitely does.
have fellowship together. Like after the cameras cut off, we're sticking around each other
For a long time.
We sit there and we chat for a couple hours after filming 2 to 3 episodes.
Minus Robert. Robert doesn't like us. Robert gets out and goes.
Out of here.
Yeah,
But we sit
it's
around
just
drinking
Robert.
water.
It's just
Robert's
Robert.
that guy.
He's a jerk.
He's that guy.
He's a jerk.
His beard is so much better. Fucking
His beard is better than everyone else's.
Not really.
No, he's got it better.
You want to show up?
Yours is good.
What's that?
but-
Show up?
Yeah, let's bring it on.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Hit
So-
beard off. What are we doing? Beard
We've been working on this. This is kind of a big deal. So this is our barrel head. We've kind of started been using this for our end of our show, but the bourbon experience. You've been spilling. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Well, no, this is one of the things that's you've seen the design if you paid attention to the end of the videos. Yeah,
That's better.
please.
Thank
That's
you.
so.
Is that better?
Is it? Let's see. Yeah, actually.
Is that better?
No. Get your head back.
It's better now. It's
No.
obnoxious, yeah.
Look at the camera.
Yeah, look at the camera through here.
That's
Yeah.
too high for the camera too.
No, but this has been a fun little experiment. Like I've sent Josh a few little mock-ups of this before. And,
Yeah.
they were okay. This one was just kind of a lot of fun because it's like we wanted to make sure we got the For All Bourbon on there. And after we went through and listened to some of the more tours in February, we kind of got the idea of established Ohio instead of the DSP. So it's Ohio 23. That was our first video here. And just kind of outlining the state, the glass, obviously, and the clink for Dad, because you don't hear the clink a lot.
Oh.
They get edited out.
I totally. Every show. You don't understand. Every show I edit out, and he's like, clink.
Thanks a
clink.
lot, John.
Yeah. He clinks, and we were like, yeah. So there,
Yes.
there you go. There,
Right.
The clink is
That's
there.
for you, Dad.
Yeah, exactly. But and the other thing that I wanted to do was kind of spill a little bourbon on there to kind of get that Rickhouse effect.
What bourbon did you spill?
Oh, I totally used my entire infinity bottle on this.
What? Okay, the infinity
Well,
bottle.
it
this
was
is
actually-
for shit. It was
Was that
for shit.
mellow corn?
No. You can drink mellow
Was that
corn.
schmellow?
No.
Definitely not that crap.
It was.
I would not desecrate
water-
this
it was-
with mellow corn.
Yeah.
Or
Hey,
with
I got a
the
really good
Schmello.
idea. I got a really. Oh, were you still explaining?
Oh, we'll
we
be
stopped for
explaining
you.
later.
We stopped for you.
That's okay.
Anything for you.
I've got a really good idea. When you guys do any kind of
Amy Wood. Amy Wood.
when you guys do any kind of like competition for your stuff or whatever, if you guys decide that it's really really good, you should say, or you can put it up to the audience or whatever. This is going on the barrel. So like
Ooh.
you'll spill it on the barrel if you think it's really good.
No, wait. Do we want to do that for the really good stuff?
Yeah,
Or the
really,
stuff
really
that we don't like at all?
No, the really good stuff. The really good
That's
stuff.
really
little
fucking
tiny
awesome.
Yeah, it's good. So it's going on the barrel.
I'm not spilling stag on this barrel head.
A little bit.
So,
A little bit.
A little bit.
So here's
Oh.
here's the thing.
So we're getting eyedroppers out.
Not there.
No, not eyedroppers. just
Now here's the
enough-
question. This is the reason why I asked the good stuff or the bad stuff, because he's already been spilling the bad
Yeah,
stuff.
we've been
on
spilling.
it.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a
Yeah.
combination of actually 3 different types of whiskeys. It's been my entire infinity bottle because that was complete hogwash. But before I started doing that, it was also early times, not bottled in bond, just early times.
no one wants to drink that.
Nobody really does, and if you do,
Some people do.
Ancient
but
age?
then forgive yourself.
Don't.
It,
not
wa-
that
it-
way.
it- it
Now,
wasn't
water-
good
was it
the
watershed?
It was the watershed special barrel with the
Yeah.
apple brandy finish,
No one wants
which
that.
tastes like fall leaves that have been decaying for
Yeah,
3
no one
weeks
wants that.
in
No
the
one wants
rain.
that. No.
So you get a little bit of a nice dark kind of sense on that. It doesn't completely mimic a Rickhouse. It's the best I could do because I don't have a Rickhouse.
We
So-
also don't have a whole bunch of whiskey sitting behind it.
Yeah. Okay, so there we go. So you will see this on our show from here on out.
Well, not
Yeah.
from here on out, but in
Here
the
and
future. Well, once we get it all set up.
Anyway, moving right along.
Anyways.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah, we're here. Yeah. Okay, so, hey, listen. At the end of the day, we really appreciate what you guys are tuning in. We appreciate. We got 200. How do we have 250 plus subscribers?
Yeah, thank you.
That's crazy. We're just
awesome.
we're two schmoes here drinking whiskey and bourbon and having a good
Emphasis
time.
on schmoes.
Yeah, schmoes.
Couple of
I-
mids.
We're having a good time.
I could
Couple of
Yeah,
lucky
we know.
mids.
Yeah.
believe in the
We
schmoes.
know.
The guest appearances.
Yeah, but anyways, thanks a lot for everyone. We appreciate you. Thanks a lot
It is for all bourbondom.
for all bourbon. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
It's going on the barrel.
Hit like twice.
Hit like twice, baby.
Damn it. Okay.
Wait a minute, that doesn't help.
Unbelievable.
His dreams have been fulfilled.
Yeah, it's been fulfilled.
Because the clink came
Are we
on.
off
Is it
show?
over?
No.
It's not
No,
over?
still not.
Yes!
Keep
Cut!
going.
Cut!
Get all of this in there.